Rich the Kid, yeah, that new freezer. All we got is us, Lou Peter. New visa for the two-seaters. Same year like the new feeders. Drippy like the youth readers. The youth need us, the booth feeders. 750 boots, I ain't talking about the new Adidas. Them rhymes is poppin', them signs is poppin'. Promise I'm down to be around when you need. I ain't a king without a crown for the queen. I made a vow when I was child should breathe. Got me down on my knees. Get you a ring and then a house with a deed. 40 acres of land surrounded with trees. We could turn the jungle to a town if we breathe. Lay you down and conceive. I'm the one, she the two, we made it three. This is real, this ain't a dream, I make believe. You got the lock, I got the keys, I'll set you free. You got me thinking the heavens that you were sent to me. But you be pleasing me physically, even mentally. You got the flavor, ingredients in the recipe. Only place you belong is sitting next to me. Cause I was made to be yours and this is destiny. If you wanna have a good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife, if you wanna have a good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife, if you wanna have a good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife, if you wanna have a good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife.
The intention is boom, the vibe is dynamic, seen the way that I move. You think you can handle it? What's your fantasy? What's your plan with me? Rubbing on my nipples, he was giving me energy. Kundalini rituals before the king entered me. Womb activated in his eyes. My God, he be healing me. I just want to build and establish a legacy. Open conversations and no spaces for jealousy. It's alchemical therapy. Soon as you next to me, we a beautiful recipe. This especially destiny. I see God. I see love, love. I see us.
Sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, indeed, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Melanin Mondays. To be exact, we are on episode 155. And before I begin, let me just do a quick shout out for an upcoming event that we have Juneteenth. We have the Knowledge Fest in Louisville, Kentucky. Shout out to all of my people in Louisville, Kentucky. Shout out to the Louisville family. Shout out to the Indiana family. Shout out to all of the family out there on Juneteenth, which happens to be Father's Day weekend, and it also happens to be the solstice. We will be in Kentucky returning. All right. We've been out there already. We're returning for the Knowledge Fest, and that's going to be at the Muhammad Ali Center. It's going to feature Red and Blue Pill, Dr. Boyce Watkins, Sabir Bey, and for the music of the night, we are going to have the legend himself. All right. One half of the LOX, 1/3 of the Locks, none other than our good brother Styles P. Give it up. So now that we got that out the way, I want to do the roll call. Let's see who's in the building. Shout out to all of the family in the building. Salute to everybody in the building. Can y'all hear me good? Y'all can hear me good? Because I'm not all up on the mic and whatnot. Let me know if I could, if my vocals, if my audio is good. If not, I have to just grab the mic and get on, treat the shit like I'm like I'm in a booth or something. All right. So we got love from Yucatan. Ooh, Yucatan, Mexico. All right. Maryland in the building, NC in the building. What does know the ledge mean? I'm gonna let you think on that. Sit on, you know what I mean? Just meditate on that and I'll get right back to you. Delaware in the building. All right. I'm talking about infinity and beyond. Okay. Denver's in the building. Philly's in the building. Maryland is in the building. Chicago's in the building. Oakland is in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Atlanta is in the building. Michigan is in the building. The BX is in the building. Sacramento in the building. The mountains is in the building. You dig? Norfolk is in the building. Brick City, New Jersey is in the building. Yeah. Haiti by way of New Jersey in the building. Huh? Talk black to me. Phoenix is in the building. Copenhagen. Niggas is global. Talk black to me. Yeah. We getting around. Houston, yeah. Saginaw, Michigan. Marching through Michigan. Yeah, yeah. Gingerbread Lane. Oh, okay. Wherever that's at. Shit. Talk black. Yeah. Dallas, Canada. Is that Drake? West side of Vegas. ATL by way of Harlem. Shout out to my KT aliens. I sees you. Dallas is in this thing. Indianapolis is in this thing. St. Kitts. Didn't y'all have an earthquake? I mean, a volcano. How is that? How's is there ash in the air? What's the update on that? If that's where it happened at Flatbush, where can you get some boomies? Yeah, I have no idea. We on YouTube, my nigga. What, what, what would you expect me to tell you? I don't know. I don't even know what that is. You know what I'm talking about? Day County, Nefertiti, NFTs. That's what I'm talking about. Marcy Projects is in the building. Shout out to Marcy's. Florida's in the building. Yeah, Dade County. You know what I mean? Dade County in the building. You know what I'm saying? Money is a major issue. You know, South Side, connected T. You know. Oh, what's going on? We got a lot of NFT love already. It's early. Let me find out what's going on. Y'all niggas is releasing something. Is there gonna be a drop anytime soon? Let me know. Let me know. Okay. So we'd be here all night if I was gonna just sit here and say who's in the building, but we get the gist of the things. You know what I'm talking about? Smoking on that Brett Favre. Yeah, that's right. Hold on. That young Doji up by 44. You know what I'm talking about? That young Doji up by 44 cents. Yeah, Doji on the rise. Doji on the rise. You don't want no problems with these guys. Somebody said how I'm doing. I'm doing great. How you doing? How you doing? You was hanging out with KT and moms? Oh, at the Shroom Workshop. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Peace to B Bakari. That's right. Facts Initiative. hmm Wait until you see how we rebrand the Facts Initiative in this new crypto metaverse. Just wait on it. It's coming soon. All right. I'm glad y'all still remember. You know what I'm talking about? Um, yeah, for the brother that was asking about the shrooms and whatnot, my younger brother, KT the arts degree, he just did something in Atlanta with Baba Kalindi Ai's his wife. You know what I'm saying? Um, if you let me give you my email. Hit me on the email, my friend. You know what I'm talking about? Hit me on the email, and I'll give you some context so you could get the video. I'm not on YouTube soliciting narcotics. You could get the video, and then on the video you get more information on the medicine because that's what it is, the medicine. You know what I'm talking about? Peace to Sean. Hotep to you too, my brother. Yeah, Dr. Kalindi. He was a guest on Know the Ledge Radio back in the days. He made transition last year. He's an expert when it comes to the sacred plants. You know what I'm saying? He is an expert when it comes to that. Okay, it was St. Vincent. All right. Salute to everybody in St. Vincent. I hope all of y'all are safe and best spirits and whatnot. So yeah, that's the email, Red Pillar 75 at Proton Mail. You could reach out and touch someone, you know what I mean? Um and yeah, I'll hook you up with some information because this is all about being informed. Somebody asked me earlier in the chat, what does know the ledge mean? And the best way to describe know the ledge is to look at the play on words. If you take the e out of know the ledge, isn't that knowledge? Well, no, if you take the out of know the ledge, that's knowledge. And to know the ledge, you know what I mean, is basically what it sounds like. You know, if you know the ledge, you won't fall off. If you know the ledge, you know what I'm talking about? You won't get caught slipping and whatnot. You feel me? That's know the ledge. If you know the ledge, you won't fall off of it and whatnot. Who you talking about? All right. I don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah, so know the ledge. All right. Knowledge. You know what I'm talking about? That's the application of information, Oh, and of definitely, of course, Rakim. You know what I'm talking about? Rakim, you know? Uh we got our inspiration off of our good brother Rakim. I can't negate, you know, the God. Let's see if you know the ledge. You know what I mean? If they wasn't, I can't. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I think they got a new algorithm, but I got about 20 fucking copyright infractions in my email that they done took down a whole bunch of shows and whatnot because I had, on Blog Talk and on YouTube talking about I had copyrighted material. I was paying tribute to MF Doom. There's a lot of people who make transition. So when they make transition, I play their music. You know what I mean? I'm like, shit, I'll take that. You know what I mean? If they're going to send me a strike, I just wear that because, I'm not going to let that get in the way of vibing with the people and whatnot. But yeah, them niggas is hitting me in the head with all kind of emails talking about they're going to take down the videos. Yeah, fair use. They knocking down a lot of channels. Well, shit, let's hope they don't knock down this channel. That's why I make it my business to give you guys the email, right? When I give you this email, right? This email, well, not this email. Let me give you the email to send it to. This email is for technology and stuff like that. This is more for the know the ledger. You know what I mean? This is about know the ledger. So know the ledger is a component of know the ledge. But if anybody is familiar in the crypto space, the ledger is basically with the blockchain is the open ledger. So an aspect of know the ledge when we talk that techno talk, when we get into the techno talk, is know the ledger. Okay. So this right here, the Mark 125th, I would encourage anybody that's even watching this right now, send me your email. If you want to stay in touch with us, if you want to continue to be a part of the network and whatnot, because I promise you, the end all be all is not YouTube. You know what I mean? The end all be all is not YouTube. The sun is setting on YouTube, my friends. YouTube is about to become is about to get disrupted in the decentralized space. YouTube is about to be disrupted by the decentralized apps, by a DApp. It's about to be disrupted by the blockchain. It's about to be disrupted by platforms that you won't be deplatformed from, platforms that are not basically censoring your speech and shit like that. Platforms that are not uh demonetizing, your content, because that's exactly what YouTube has done since like '09. You know what I'm talking about? '09. They demonetized me in the beginning of this shit and they didn't double back yet. You know what I mean? Uh did I met her 125th? Man, by the time I try to get to 125th, it was a wrap. You know what I mean? They done snatched that shit up. They snatched that up in the beginning. I did snatch up some good real estate, but I wasn't able to meta 125th. I'm just being honest with you. Has anybody seen Buck Breaking? That's a good question. You know what I'm talking about? I was supposed to be in that movie. The brother reached out to me when I was in the UK in like 2019. He hit me up. And then when he came to Atlanta, I guess he was filming in Atlanta during his FBA conference, and I was in Atlanta. I just ain't go to the conference and whatnot. I had things to do, so we didn't link up, and that didn't happen. But from what I'm hearing on the internet, is that people were saying that Buck Breaking documentary was superb. They was giving that shit 5 stars. You know what I'm talking about? They was giving it 5 stars. I had some cloth. You know what I mean? If he come out with a deluxe edition, maybe I could give him that cloth. But shit, I had some cloth for these niggas. You know what I'm talking about? I had some cloth for these niggas. I was gonna cook them. I was gonna get in the kitchen and get to cooking. You know, you know, I had did some research, and it wasn't even about buck breaking. I came across some research. If anybody was following the platform in January, right? 2020, 2020 January, before the real COVID lockdown, I was doing a few shows about the history of not necessarily slavery, but sex trafficking within the quote unquote colonies, right? The slave colonies, right? And that was in the Chesapeake Bay, right? I was highlighting the 1808. Wait, was it the 1808? Yeah, it was the 1808, right? Oh yeah, I'm definitely breaking into the documentary business. Case in point. I mean, I but my whole thing is I might as well, because technology is here. So, I want to, when I break into the business, I want to really do the next level of a documentary. I want to do an immersive type of thing. You know what I mean? Like I want you to be there with me. If you see the documentary on HBO called Exterminate All the Brutes, and the one that I told you about uh from YouTube entitled, I believe it was I Can't Get Over You. That's the type of documentary format, right? The montages. I like montages. Those are the formats that you know, that I wanna get into and whatnot. You know what I mean? But because I respect what that man has been doing with documentaries, he kind of broke the mold and whatnot. You feel me? Like I've been watching my master teachers and people that I respect on his documentaries throughout the years. So, it would have been an honor to be a part of a conversation like buck breaking. But what happened was, oh, the word Chesapeake is Algonquin. Yeah, yeah. It was referring to a village at a big river. And isn't that exactly what it is? You know what I'm talking about, right? Isn't that exactly what it is? Like the Chesapeake is humongous. And they were in 1808 when they outlawed the import of African slaves. They basically, I don't even know if they talk about this in Buck Breaking. You know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody snatched my cloth and ran with it. Who knows? Because people do be watching channels. Who knows? Um, yeah. I mean, my intention is definitely to turn all of my classic lectures into documentaries. You know what I mean? I don't want to get too much ahead of myself, but yeah. Um, 444 miles long, Bomba Clot. Lord, Bomba Clot. So, yeah, Can't Get You Out of My Head, BBC, right? BBC has the documentary. It's on YouTube and it's free. You can watch that at your leisure. It's a 6-part series. So the research that I was doing enlightened me to the aspect of human trafficking and sex trafficking. and the origins of quote unquote the insurance companies, right? By way, if anybody lives in Hartford, if anybody lives in Connecticut, you know about Aetna, okay? You know about Aetna. The insurance companies in New England, right? Because you got to talk about Newport, Rhode Island. You got to talk about Connecticut, post King Philip's War, right? When they took all of that land in New England after King Philip's War and they start shipping the quote unquote indigenous natives all up and down the quote unquote, they start shipping them to the islands and they ship some of them to Liverpool and whatnot. You feel me? So after 1808, when they outlawed the import of African slaves, the quote unquote what they call traders, right? Like Trader Joe, like the supermarket Trader Joe's, right? Yeah, Cape Cod, right? The same place where they have a humongous heroin epidemic right now, opiates and whatnot. A humongous opiate epidemic, right? All up and down Cape Cod, all up and down, all in Rhode Island, all in Vermont, and all of that. You dig? So these places were originally indigenous. If you visit Connecticut, you will see the mounds. It's all over the place. I was blown away by how many mounds they have in plain sight that are like land back that are basically lampooning or masquerading as like hills and whatnot. And they have, when you look at some of them, they have structures that they built on top of them. That's what they've been doing to the grids. I have in my archives shows that I've done with Ross Ben. And there's also right around the same time that I'm talking about in January 2020, I was doing those shows as well, while I was breaking down the brother's book that he put out, Free Your Mounds and Your Ass Will Follow. I believe that's the name of it, rossben.com. That's the author. He was breaking down he had receipts about all of the mound building civilizations, all of the mounds. I'm talking about he blew my mind with this book, yo. He blew my mind with this book. He was getting into the presidents. He was talking about all of these presidents and whatnot. John Quincy, Quincy Adams. No, yeah, whatever I'm talking about, the Quincy's, right? They were the presidents. These were these people were basically grave robbers. They was out here tomb raiding. They was out here tomb raiding and whatnot. You feel me? Yeah, I called out that politician on Twitter. I added him and I went at his neck. You feel me? Like, how the hell could you say that Indians or the indigenous didn't contribute anything to American culture and your own constitution is based off of theirs? Everywhere that you go, you got cities, rivers, towns named after their indigenous names and things of that nature. Like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't even want to hear that. That's malarkey. They say things like that to people who don't know. There's a humongous immigrant population in America, and I'm not taking any shots at the immigrant population because the niggas that lives here don't know. The niggas that live here don't know, but they are capping for a humongous population of people who got melanin, but who just got here, who don't know a lot of the shit that they need to know because there's no intermediaries. They were not, you know how the Europeans were met at Ellis Island and they were given instructions before they came into the Americas about who not to talk to, who not to deal with, and some of the, you know what I mean? And then when they went into these schools and whatnot, and they were educating or re-educating people, new citizens, about the whitewash history of America. We supposed to have did the same thing, but we were supposed to intercept our Jamaican brothers, our Haitian brothers, our African brothers, our brothers from Panama and Trinidad and whatnot. And we were supposed to give them some of the information that they could have utilized when they came to America about the Malcolm X's of the world, the Noble Drew Ali's of the world, and go deeper. Don't just give them no surface shit. Go deeper. Give them the information about the mound builders. Give them the information about what America really is. Because I believe that a lot of people came over here. They was watching John Wayne. You know what I'm talking about? Mandim from Jamaica. They was into John Wayne and Kung Fu flicks. You know, their idea of what America was what was broadcasted to them by Jesuits, right? I was in St. Croix getting whooped with a ruler when I was in motherfucking grade school by a nun. What the fuck was a nun doing in school whipping me with a ruler? You know what I'm talking about? What was a nun doing in St. Croix beating on nigga man like me with a ruler? You know what I'm talking about? They was beating me with a ruler because I was asking questions. You know, they put your hands out. For what? Whap, whap. I'm like, would you get a load of this shit? And if I snuff a nurse, you know what Nas said, I went to hell for snuffing Jesus. If I snuff a nurse, if I snuff a nun, I mean, what's about to happen to me? So they were lying to spaghetti westerns and whatnot. They came over here not knowing who we was. You feel me? They didn't know who we were. The people who are over here don't really know who we were based off of the miseducation system. You feel me? They didn't know who we was. A lot of the information that has been revealed within the last 20 to 30 years by the master teachers, think about it. I'm watching Godfather of Harlem with with Bumpy Johnson, and they showing Malcolm and the rift that he had with Elijah Muhammad and the Nation of Islam. They was giving information, but they wasn't giving out all the information. The Noble Drew Ali was giving information in Chicago and Newark and stuff, but they wasn't giving out all of the information. They wasn't giving out a lot of information like about the occult. They wasn't giving information about the Moors in antiquity, right? 7-Eleven and all of that. They wasn't giving information about what happened to the quote unquote black Indians over here. At least that's not what I heard. When I go back and do a lot of the researchers, that's not what I was coming across. They were scratching the surface because our people were coming out of a deep slumber. You know what I'm talking about? Our people was coming out of a deep slumber. So if we had the capabilities to educate the people who were over here, then when the news when the media starts lying to niggas, and when they start showing the fucking Roots movie religiously on BET every fucking night for 8 years and whatnot, they are indoctrinating, and they are quote unquote putting people underneath a spell to look at us in a fucking bad light. They're putting people who just got over here, they giving them excuses and reasons to look down on us. You feel me? Imagine people from places like Syria. I mean, come on. The majority of the bodega owners in New York is from Yemen, right? Niggas from the mountains of Yemen, and they're looking down on niggas in the hood like we below them. You know what I'm talking about? I come in there adorning my shit, and they be like, nigga, what's that? You know what I'm talking about? Like, what's going on? And I'm like, bro, before you niggas ran, before the Marmalukes and you niggas ran, you fucking the goat herders and whatnot sacked Egypt, we was in Kemet shining. You know what I mean? That's what this is. I'm paying homage to my Kemetic ancestors, and I'm also paying homage to my Moorish ancestors that had you niggas under pressure before the Ottoman Empire railroaded them. How about that? And then they be quiet and whatnot. And I'm like, how's that civil war going? You know what I'm talking about? You niggas talking out the side of your neck, but you're not saying anything about the Saudi Arabians tearing your fucking country to pieces. You know what I mean? Like, let's be clear. You know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah. They don't have a concept of our historical narrative because we're not shouting it loud enough. I know that we were shining way before Kemet, but I was talking to the Arab about shit like this. I'm talking to the Arab about the Ankh and whatnot. You feel me? The same Arab who knows about Egypt because they make a lot of money off of the tourism and whatnot. They've been defacing Kemetic and indigenous artifacts ever since they took over. You know, they don't have no respect for that. They on Allah time. They don't got no respect for the ancestors. You seen what ISIS did when they was blowing noses off and doing all of that disrespect stuff. So our brothers, the people perish for a lack of knowledge. And when you hate what you don't know, you hate what you don't understand. People hate us because they don't know us. People hate us because they're looking at us through a cloudy lens of a false narrative. Wouldn't you hate something that you was told completely wrong about? What if you grew up and they taught you that horses were dogs or horses were pigs and horses were an amalgamation of a rat, a cat, a dog. It was a hybrid species that ate everything. It was a disgusting, you know what I mean? It was filthy. It has worms and whatnot, and it was forbidden in the Bible. You would look at them horses like, I don't want to ride you. You nasty. You know what I mean? You're disgusting. Come to find out, the person that taught you about the horse was the pig in the first place. So, like, it's a form of deflection. It's a form of deflection. They were able to teach people, right, about their true nature, and they deflected it on the savage African, right, or the savage nigga, or the Negro, right. At the same time, lo and behold, they were really talking about themselves. They were talking about the savage European Iceman inheritance. They were talking about the cannibals. They were the cannibals. You know what I'm talking about? They were talking about the ignorant or the illiterates. They were the ones that were ignorant and illiterate. Keep in mind, like Ibn Muhammad and them, they brought them mathematics. They introduced them niggas to the concept of a zero. You know, they didn't even operate with the zero back then. They had the Roman numerals and other things. They brought them forks. They brought them baths. They brought them soap. They brought them spoons and whatnot. So imagine if our brethren, they ate. That's right. They ate the mummies. They grinded the mummies up and then sniffed them. Right? They grinded the mummies up and start sniffing them. This is not even hidden and whatnot. This is not hidden. The level of what they call that, incest. They was marrying their sisters and whatnot. They were marrying their uncles and their brothers and whatnot. That the level of pedophilia that was going on, and you know what I'm saying, and even the Arab slave trade and the disgusting shit that they was doing. Imagine if we were to teach our brothers from other places who, to be honest with you, those are my allies. People talking about our allies. Nigga, my allies from Haiti, bro. My allies from Jamaica. You know what I'm talking about? My allies from Ghana. My allies from Nigeria. Those are the allies. You know what I'm talking about? Those are the allies. Before I start looking at anybody else talking about we need allies, I think we need allies that look like us and can resonate with our frequency because they are us. We just have a language barrier and we have some type of cultural indifferences and whatnot. That's your allies. Until you get that shit straight, why are you running behind uh the Arab from the bodega? And that's not to take anything away from people who come from those Arabian places and whatnot. Because to be honest with you, I done gotta, my credit in the Arab store, my shit is A1. You know what I'm talking about? I got a lot of toilet paper and other things still that I didn't pay back for. Yeah, they know who we be. So imagine if you knew that a horse was really a horse, but the horse was identifying as a pig. You would be mad at the horse after a while. You would be like, I'm not fucking with you horses. You know what I'm saying? Until you get your minds right, you are toxic. Because if you think that you're a pig, imagine what else you're thinking. Imagine what else is going on in your mind. You dig what I'm saying? You think, man, Samusa sold slaves on the low. Let me explain something to you about the industry of selling humans and whatnot prior to, you niggas becoming self-righteous. The selling of human beings was a natural trade back in the days. You know what I'm talking about? That's what was happening. When they had these caravans and things of that nature, and they were going down the Silk Road and whatnot, they had captives. If you've seen the movie Gladiator, you would know what I'm talking about. Slaves were a commodity the same way that a camel was, the same way that a book was, the same way that some silk was. This is prison. Yeah, exactly. They were not chattel slaves, though. It's a difference between chattel slavery and it's a difference between what it is that you saw men doing in places like India, Africa, Asia Major, Asia Minor, the Iberian Peninsula. They was out. You know what a raider is? You know how they got the Raiders in Las Vegas now, the football team? Raiders were basically people who would sack the shore. They were dudes that would hop off of a ship and sack the shore and raid a village. And they was snatching women and babies, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Women and babies. And they was taking those women and babies and they was bringing them to slave markets. Human beings sold like birds, like how niggas is out here flipping kilos right now. That's how human beings was selling. Yeah, buccaneers, my nigga. Corsairs, privateers, buccaneers, swashbucklers. And the booty of war is the woman. You know what I'm talking about? Mark Polo was a slave on the Silk Road. There you go. We apply our modern morality and we measure our modern day morality from a place of victimhood and PTSD based off of what happened to our ancestors during chattel slavery, and then we apply that to thousands of years ago, or the 17 and the 16 and the 15, 14, 13, 12, and 1100s, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm talking about they was getting busy like that. You understand? So if I sacked your kingdom, if my nation, because you remember they had tribes and nation states. They didn't have France and Spain. They had nation states, and usually we're dealing with feudal systems and whatnot, where people were underneath a motherfucking king, an emperor. You were born into this shit. You were underneath a king and an emperor. So if the king was like, "Yo, rally up the young men," you know what I mean? We're going to war. We're marching on. We're gonna march on Constantinople and whatnot. You're gonna put your gear on and you marching out. So when you march out, whoever wins the war or the battle for that nature, if you don't slay all of the men afterwards, because if anybody understands, if you studied medieval war, if you studied war in the ancients and whatnot, you didn't leave nobody laying around. Especially if the quote unquote general gave the orders to basically scorch the earth. And you know what scorch the earth means? That means that we're gonna burn everything to a crisp. Everything goes up in flames, and then we put the heads on pikes and whatnot. You behead all of your enemies and you stick them on pikes, and you line those pikes for miles and whatnot. So everybody else sees your work, right? They see your work. You don't. I mean, people be trying to talk about war like the shit is cute and whatnot. You don't necessarily want to encounter, the face. You don't want to stay at war in its face, my nigga, because you'll come back fucked up like the Mandem in Vietnam. And your grandfather who still used to walk around with the Colt 45 and was mad jittery and whatnot, based off of shit that he saw in Korea or World War II. You know what I mean? Quick draw McGraw type of niggas. You know what I'm talking about? And then who becomes the target in war? It's the women and children. They're the most vulnerable. They're the most vulnerable. So you go out to war with your tribe, you lose that war. You fight to the death, right? Yeah, like Vlad and Paul the Ottomans. You know what I mean? They did that in the Crusades. They did that. They did that in the Americas when the conquistadors and them came over here. They did that in the Crusades and whatnot. They did that in the Reconquista. They did that against the Moors. They was putting their heads on pikes. They was, remember in 300 when the Moor, right? When the Moor pulled up and he had the skulls on his, he was on a horse and he had the skull heads. You feel me? And he was like, these are three kings' heads. So back in the days, right? Back in here, somebody said Vlad is Impaling hip hop now. Yeah. Like father, like son, right? So to get a king's head, right? To be a king slayer, like how you saw in Game of Thrones, where they were highlighting the character Jamie Lannister. He was a king slayer, right? Think about chess and whatnot. Think about the king slayer. If you were able to knock a king down, think about checkers. If you're able to take a king, if you're able to take a king off the board, what does that do to you, right? If you could checkmate a king, you become a king. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that that's always what had happened and whatnot. But if you catch a king, my nigga, if you catch a king, you behead the king. You take the king's head and you parade that head, or you parade. And what they would do is they would quarter the body. You know what quarter means? That means they'll cut you in four pieces. They'll cut your body in four pieces. They'll chop you up and they take your head, bro. It's not a joke. So after you lose your head, after the king loses his head or he surrenders and whatnot, the terms of surrender will be, you know what? We're going to take your men and your women, right? And we're going to enslave them, and we're going to kill the elderly and the people who are injured and whatnot. The people who are injured, because they can't walk with us. They can't keep up, so they're gonna die. And nobody is gonna buy no elderly people in the slave market. But these are prisoners of war. These are not necessarily slaves. These are prisoners of war. These are commodities. These niggas was out here eating hearts and whatnot after they killed their enemies. Like I said, the conversation about war is one of maturity. You have to be of a certain type of maturity to even understand the complexities that war has. It's not what you see in Rambo, my nigga. It's not that simple. It really is not that simple. It's dark. Hell is hot, nigga, and it's dark. So you want to avoid war, right? By any means necessary. You really do. That's why some people be like, yo, I don't want to go to war. I surrender. You know what I mean? I don't want to smoke because, to be honest with you, he who is more savage on the battlefield, or he who is more savage in war, is usually the victor. So you got to let your fangs out in war. You got to pull back the mask and show your true face and whatnot. Man, could once you turn that on, how you gonna turn that off? Do you know what I'm talking about? Once you turn that on, once you get the taste of blood, right? Once you become numb to taking a life and whatnot, how could you turn that off? You can't turn that off. That's a Pandora's box. Once you turn that on, ladies, you ever had a boyfriend who was a killer? Them niggas jump and they sleep. You know what I'm talking about? It's not, you don't sleep easy after that. The Moros and Philippines cut the heads off of the conquistadors. That's right. That's right. You know? And it was even something occultic about removing the head and whatnot. Remember Highlander, right? That the Highlander, you could only kill the Highlander by beheading him. Like brothers in prison. That's exactly what it is. The brothers in prisons can't sleep. Niggas be needing melatonin pills. They can't sleep because a lot of people are haunted. A lot of people are haunted based off of the things that they've done. That shit stays with you. You can't shake it. Henceforth, why people get they marry, they fall into the bottle and whatnot, or they get into some hard ass drugs and things of that nature because they're running from their demons, right? They're running from their demons. They're running from their past. That's what DMX was going through at some points. So yeah, you don't, you got to prepare for that. And I'm not going to say that you don't want war, because, sometimes war is inevitable, but remember, the European, they'll take your ass through basic training and prepare you to kill. Who's preparing our people? Who's preparing the youth? Is it the rappers? Because to be honest with you, listening to Little Baby and Little Dirk, my nigga, that's basic training for the hood. You know what I mean? Listening to the whole Yo Gotti record label, my nigga, that's how niggas prepare to go to war. I'm gonna listen to some DMX. I'm gonna listen to some Pop Smoke. You know what I mean? I'm gonna listen to some Young King Vaughn. That's how they mentally prepare themselves. That's how they psychologically gas themselves up to basically kill. Like I said, the American government, by way of West Point, by way of basic training and things of that nature, they have an apparatus to whereas they'll train their soldiers and whatnot to prepare for war. So when they go across seas and they get into battle, them niggas don't freeze up like they were doing in Vietnam. Okay? A lot of them white boys was getting smoked because they was not ready to take a life and whatnot. And them goddamn Viet Cong was popping out, chopping heads off and whatnot, hitting them with the AK. You know what I mean? So for the youth who know that they live in a war zone, can't escape the fact that you live in a war zone. You know what I'm talking about? Where do they get their basic training from? Your mama is not going to give it to you. No offense to mama. You know what I mean? Mama's going to give you love. She's going to give you intellect. She's going to nourish you and whatnot. She's going to teach you how to be how to be a good man for a good woman. That's the job for your father and your uncles. You know what I mean? And the European in America, what does he do for his child? He takes them hunting. He prepares them. He has them cut hearts out of deers and whatnot. Right? Yes, Call of Duty is training them. GTA is training them. Fortnite is training them. Right? It's getting more. Bro, I was watching the Call of Duty Warzone commercial. That shit looked lifelike. Right? So they get high. This is the hood that I'm talking about now. They smoke their little weed and whatnot. They zaza. They get high. You know what I mean? They listen to the music, the trap music, no, the drill music, right? They get gassed up. They get hyped up, you know, and they get in their mind state that they on go time. And eventually they on demon time. You know? Because the adults, the fathers and the uncles have not set up an intermediary to teach the youth, right, the rites of passage on how to get into their quote unquote warrior stance. Because somebody got to do it. You feel me? Somebody got to die. Somebody got to do it. Somebody has to prepare them to eventually be the warriors. Remember, youth for war, elders for counsel. So the elders will be the drill instructors, right? The elders will have to be the drill instructors who basically take no shit, right? Take no talk. They don't deal with nobody bumping their gums and whatnot. They're very stern, very strict, very disciplined, and they break the backs of these young children who are young and dumb. You know what I mean? Like children supposed to be. Remember, we get all in our feelings about the youth and how young and dumb they appear and some of the dumb shit that they do and some of the juvenile things that they're doing. But I'm like, fam, that nigga's a juvenile. He is a pubescent. You know, this nigga's is pubescent. You know what I'm talking about? He's not even an adolescent right now. He's pubescent. He's a child, you know? Some of them are born. You could see it in their you could see it in their disposition. Some of them are born to be that. Video games don't increase violence. No, video games, bruh, I don't know about that. I'm not gonna say that they increase violence, but they normalize violence. They normalize violence. You know what I'm saying? And I seen niggas watch movies and go kill right after the movie. So to say that ultra violent movies, niggas was watching Chucky, Nightmare, Jason, Nightmare on Elm Street, Menace to Society. They wanted to cook crack after that. They wanted to gangbang. And they wanted to do drive-bys. They wanted to shoot niggas in front of their quote unquote children on riding on big wheels. That's a fact. I don't know I'm not saying, everybody has different experiences. But from where I come from, niggas got influenced by the media. My father told me that niggas went and watched Superfly. They walked in there with afros and they came out with perms, my nigga. You mean to tell me that Scarface did not influence motherfuckers to sniff some cocaine and shoot up a fucking club, nigga? You crazy? Are you mean to tell me that all of these carjackings that you see exploding and whatnot, and these young niggas hopping out with big military rifles, you mean to tell me that that's not Call of Duty and that's not GTA? Are you serious? You mean to tell me when you see dudes running down the street, drop kicking old women and whatnot, that's not influence from a video game? Especially the weed that these niggas are smoking right now. The Zaza is like crack. You know what I mean? They mixing that shit with fentanyl and all kind of stuff. These niggas is in the house on all kind of chemicals, eating murder burgers, Murder King, White Casket, and McDonough's, right? Sipping on lean, my nigga. Popping Zanny. You niggas never took a Zanny, nigga. Have you ever popped a fucking pill? Have you ever popped a Percocet, nigga? Do you know what that shit put you? You know what type of mood that puts you in? Have you ever popped a perky, my nigga, and chewed on it like a beef jerky? Are you serious? There's a ecosystem that's surrounding them. There's an ecosystem that's around. Yeah, sugar's worse than crack. They're surrounded by a certain type of ecosystem that facilitates, you know what I mean, deaf culture. Okay. And if they get pushed to the edge, right? Usually you see a lot of the young kids is killing off of social media. Oh, wait, this nigga said something about me on Twitter. Hold on. This nigga mentioned my name. Niggas is in my mentions. Oh, somebody says my name in a rap song. Right? And they're young and dumb. Case in point, right? Rowdy Rebel and Bobby Schmurder. Okay. When they were like 16 and 17, they didn't have no OGs to listen to. Right? They was out there shooting up the block and whatnot, running niggas down and doing all kind of shit. Right? They got locked up. They went and did 7 years. They came home and they like, nah, I need guidance. You know what I'm saying? I needed guidance. You know what I mean? They was like, I needed guidance. Us sitting down and getting locked up might have been the best thing that happened to us because, truth be told, we probably wouldn't have had been here and survived 6 and 7 years in the trenches and whatnot, running wild in the industry at the pace that they were running wild at. So, you know, the youth need the elders for counsel. The thing is that the youth, there's a lot of the young niggas that are surrounded by old dumb niggas who are trying to relive their childhood and whatnot through these young kids, and they're putting packs in their hand, they putting drugs in their hands, they putting guns in their hands. They got them out there catching bodies and whatnot on their enemies, with a few dollars. You know what I mean? With a few dollars. They got snortable THC now. What the hell? Are you serious? Let's get this NFT money. Let's go. Let's go. You see the email? Hold on. Let me pull up the NFT email. That's not it right there. Let me pull up the Proton. You know what I'm talking about? This for big money right here. This for big money talk. Proton mail. That's when we talking them M's, my genius. You feel me? Putting basketballs in their hands. Yeah. Look, they not telling them how to build an NFT, right? They not telling them how to design a motherfucking NFT. They not telling them how to invest in crypto, right? Are these older niggas telling them shit like that? Because remember, the young boys is running around with money phones. They got it. When all of us was young, we had money. Money was running to us when we were young. All of us. You know this. You know what I'm talking about? You were ignorant to what the fuck the money was. You just wanted it. That shit came to you, right? You would think that if there was some older heads who had some, because you got to be respected by the youth first. You know what I mean? You can't be looked at as an old lame ass old head and whatnot. They have to have some level of respect for you, and then they'll be willing to listen to you. Chances are, if you hop out of a foreign, or if you look clean and you got yourself together and whatnot, and your name precedes you, and you have respect on your name, they're gonna listen. And then you show them the results, you show them the receipts, you show them what it is, and you give them the opportunity and the option to say, look, you don't got to live this life. You don't have to learn the hard way, that that you don't have to be doing this shit right here and taking penitentiary chances and flirting with death just to impress these girls, you know what I mean, who, to be honest with you, you know, if you were able to practice some discipline, they're going to even come back around when they see your improvement and they mature and whatnot. They'll go from saying, oh, I want me a drug dealer and a killer, to, you know, I want me a nigga who's high quality and he's thinking on a certain type of level and whatnot. And he's, you know, and he's handling his business, you know what I mean? And he's smart, because all the pretty girls like smart niggas, correct? Don't y'all? Y'all like a smart nigga with an edge. At least that's what I hear, you know. I try to watch as many podcasts as I can these days to try to understand the psyche of the women. I was watching Poor Minds. My dude Tahoe, he has a podcast. He was interviewing a girl named Jessie Woo. You know what I'm talking about? You know, these is hood podcasts, and you know, this is it's not we're venturing outside of the conscious realm and whatnot. You know, I watch a little bit of Kevin Samuels, you know, pause. But you know, hey, it is what it is. I'm just trying to see what's good with our people, how they, I want to see what's popping. But when I listen to a lot of these women's podcasts, because I like perspectives, exactly. I like to see what they talking about. And a lot of them is into hood niggas. They like, yeah, I want me a, you know, I'm into hood niggas, you know what I'm saying? You know, you know, yeah, somebody that could work the middle, you know what I'm saying? But then they'll complain about not having a man who could be emotionally there. You know what I'm saying? And not having a man who can basically, you know, tap into, you know, he's masculine as hell, but he can also balance it out and just be a little, you know what I mean? A little, you know, not feminine, not tapping into his feminine per se. You dig what I'm saying? But being balanced, you know what I mean? Being emotionally there, emotionally and presently present and whatnot. They want a man that will listen to them and understand them. You know what I mean? They say sometimes they want somebody to be assertive, but then sometimes they want the man to be, you know, passionate. You know what I mean? They want a go-getter. They don't want no lazy dude. They don't want no broke dude. They want somebody with ambition. You know what I mean? Ambition. But not too many women is saying, I just want a straight up thug. You know what I mean? Not too many women is like, I want a knuckle dragger. Yeah, New York City passed marijuana. The shit is legal. You know what I'm talking about? It's legal. Somebody said Kevin is sent by God. I seen Kevin hee hawing for some white girls. Or what the fuck was that? I seen that nigga's cavities and everything. He was cheesing. And he wasn't talking greasy to the pink toes like he be talking to our sisters. So, And then I saw his high school picture. I'm gonna have to talk with Kevin. We got to talk to Kevin. You know what I'm saying? He's doing this. He does his thing and whatnot. He does his thing, but the internet is undefeated. They're gonna find out some shit on him. The internet is undefeated. He done pissed off some women, and they the best detectives. You know what I'm talking about? They got the Olivia Pope ass niggas. Like, you better watch out. He better not have no dirt because they coming for his neck. You know what I'm talking about? They coming for his neck. So I listened to the podcast of women so I could respect their point of view when it comes to, what they identify as the ideal man, right? Because to be honest with you, I think it's been redefined in this modern day because, it's a different type of man that's out here. These niggas is not Jim Brown. You know what I mean? Like, you got women reminiscing on, oh, I just want a man that's like, Shaft. Like, what? Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm talking about? What, you in love with your grandfather? Like, they don't make men like that right now. These niggas is half metrosexual. Like, they don't make men like that. We made it. We came through the bad boy era and the Lil Wayne era. Niggas is damaged goods, bro. What are you talking about? Like, we're different. You know what I'm talking about? We different. So it's like, who is the ideal alpha? Who is the ideal catch? Who is, right? I would love to, like, I wish I could open these phone lines right now. Who is the ideal man to the ideal woman out here? Like, I want to know. You know what I'm talking about? I want to know. Because preference is, everybody has their preferences. There's no one there's no one there's I don't think that there's no one example. You know what I mean? Everybody has their own different interpretations of what gets them, going and whatnot. Everybody has their own attraction level. Everybody has their own, perception of what beauty is. It's for the men too, you know? That's an excellent idea. At least once a week, open line podcast. I've been thinking about it. Open the line, let the sister speak. You know what? I do got the technology set up right now. The only thing is, I got to get a Google number because I'm not giving you niggas my number. How about that? You know what I'm talking about? We're not doing that. I got enough people hitting me up talking about, the robocalls. You know what I mean? Niggas calling from El Segundo and whatnot. Like, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Google Meets. I mean, I do. Let me see something. Give me a minute. I do. I got it. I went and got a Google number. I just can't find the shit. How about that? Let me go and see something real quick. I do have the number. It's just hard to find. But if I find that number right now, we gonna open up the lines, my niggas. Like, we're gonna have this conversation. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to the bottom of this. Cause the men need to know. The men need to know. Y'all, don't y'all need to know? If you need to know, just press a one. The men need to know what it is that the sisters are really looking for. So we're not confused because on one arm, sisters is like, I just want a man, you know what I'm saying? This educated, you know what I'm saying, got his own thing, take me out once in a while, you know what I mean? Work the middle, you know what I'm saying? Handle his business And I'm like, shit, that sounds honorable. You know what I mean? That sounds like that sounds like a goal that most men can meet. You know, what's the problem? You know what I mean? You're not gonna tell me that you can't find nobody that fits that description. You know, I'm gonna play ignorant and be like, I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? I'm not in the dating market, but I was told that the dating market is mad suspect these days, and it's not a, you know, it's not a walk in the park. You know, it's not a walk in the park. Let me see. Yeah, see, I'm looking in my thing. I don't see it. You know what I mean? I'm looking in my inbox. I don't see the number. You saw a Facebook post questioning why sisters who are conscious are single, with there being so many woke brothers. Hmm. I know some people. I know some sisters this conscious. You know, they not into the woke niggas. You know that they say opposites attract, right? You know that they say opposites attract. I the, see, hold on, real quick. Look at all of these ones, man. Look at all of these ones. I'm not about to get on some Tevin Campbell shit. Kevin Samuels. I'm not about to get on that type of time. But I would love to hear from our goddesses, the queens. You know, treat this shit like we on Clubhouse and whatnot. And we don't want to vent. We don't want to talk about our trauma and our pain and whatnot. We just want to help our brothers, because you know it's the beginning of the spring and whatnot. I mean, niggas could hit the gym. We still got time. We just don't know what y'all looking for. You know what I mean? Is it abs or arms? You know what I mean? Do you want us to skip leg day and just focus on our chest? Like, what's going on? So, how you claim conscious but not into woke? I'm confused. Okay, case in point. Conscious, right? Somebody who, you know, knows thyself. They're into eating right. They're into, you know, healing themselves. They're into doing the inner work. Woke. They know that they're black, right? They eat whatever, they still eat wrong. They want to go protesting every week. You dig what I'm saying? They're on the surface with it. They're not deep into it. They didn't basically take their red pill. You know what I mean? They're just woke. So those things don't go together. And some sisters is like, I want a dude that's gonna teach me. I'm done with teaching niggas. I'm teaching my children. I don't want to teach my man. I want my man to teach me. So some sisters, although they find woke shit cute and whatnot, they got some growing to do. Just to give you an example, if you want to know. You know, that would be my interpretation, because woke and conscious is two different levels. You know, he said he's respectfully woke. Oh, you respect wokes and cases. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I respect all, because I was woke before. You know what I mean? I've been there. I was a woke nigga like in 2000, the year before the towers fell. I was woke as hell. You know what I mean? I was like, fight the power. So I know what it is. You know what I mean? I know the struggle, my niggas. You know what I'm talking about? I know the struggle. But there's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? You could swim in the pool, but then you could go and swim in the ocean. You still in the water, my niggas, but there's levels to it. You know what I'm talking about? There's no bottom to the ocean. Nigga, I used to stand at the bottom of a 14-foot pool, you know what I mean, and flex and then shoot back up. There's a bottom to wokeness. You know what I mean? Consciousness is just it's an ocean. Like, there's no bottom to it. You know, you're gonna you're gonna be, if you're on this journey, chances are you'll be searching and learning and evolving and doing all of that until the last day. until the last day because there's so much going on. Yeah, woke as yeah, it has its issues. It definitely does. And some people are woke and some are just a joke, you know? And it could be a hustle too. You know what I mean? What's it called? Buying large mansions, huh? Blowing Black Lives Matter, blowing lots of money, nigga, buying large mansions. In some sense, that should be a hustle. This niggas is trying to do civil rights in 2021. They wanna recreate Selma and all of that. It's a different time. Like some women is not ready for that. They trying to do something completely different. You dig? They want to do something completely different. So the next show though, I'm gonna have this number for y'all. We're gonna do a whole show, probably. I might even have some guests. And we're gonna open up the lines and we're gonna let the people talk because I promise you, y'all need to be heard. Like I really want to know, especially because I'm, we a lot of us all are, in the same echo chamber. We hear the same, we know what was going playing on the radio. We know what a lot of people are talking about. We know the popular consensus amongst the city girls and things like that. Like, I would love to hear the perspective of a super woke sister, a super conscious sister who's third eye, right? That I think that's the difference between woke and conscious. Conscious is third eye. It's third eye. Your third eye is activated. You on some different shit. Like you might be moving shit with your mind. Woke, you're on your way to activating the third eye. You know what I mean? Woke is like, hey, my melanin is popping, but your third eye is not activated. You know what I mean? You are aware that something is wrong. You are aware that there's something out there. You are aware that you are more than what you were taught. You are aware that the government is not who the fuck you thought it was. You are aware that those white people who used to think was 100 feet tall are really not. You know what I mean? To me, that's woke. That's we're on a level. We're at the bottom level of a skyscraper. And they said woke is the new hustle. You know what I'm talking about? I saw Tamika Mallory on Drink Champs. Who saw that shit, bro? My goodness. They was killing her in the comment section. No hate, you know what I mean? Because that's a sister at the end of the day. They was destroying her in the comment section. Killing her. Killing her. Like, hmm. I'm like, if this is the voice of the generation, niggas is in trouble. You know what I'm talking about? Niggas is in trouble, bro. And like I said, I'm trying to keep it respectful, you know? Because I don't have to be disrespectful in my critique, right? Of a public figure. The comments are the judges. Exactly. I'm just here to share some information with y'all and let you know Tamika Malarkey. I'm just here to let you know what I had witnessed. I saw the alert that it was live. They was on Drink Champs and I caught it live and I was like, fam, is this what we're doing in the fucking woke community? Is this what's happening? Like, really, bro? You know what I'm talking about? Get Zaza Ali on here. I'll consider that. Shout out to Zaza Ali. She's doing a thing. These dudes out here, mad integrationists. Yeah, I've seen that too. She got a Cadillac commercial. Yeah, she's slinging them caddies, my nigga. She's slinging. I'm wondering if it come with rims and everything. She's slinging them caddies. But she really wasn't talking about a lot of things that were like impressive. Her disposition and her overall aura, it didn't grab me. Like I didn't get excited to say, "Ooh, man, we are in a good place with leaders like this that are leading the people to to consciousness." Cuz to be honest with you, that's the job of the woke people. They're basically leading, you know what I mean? They're leading the masses to a more disciplined school of thought and knowledge. And to be honest with you, that would be the consciousness. And I wouldn't say the consciousness that people probably are used to through YouTube and whatnot. I don't necessarily want to say YouTube consciousness. I would just be like, because it's hard to even it's hard to even title and label it these days. But I would be like, you're leading people to the metaphysics, to the occult, to nationality, you know what I mean, to more science, to a higher form of I self law and master, you know. Yeah, she was taking shots. Like, don't give her no more like a Nori. You know what I'm talking about? We don't want her. We don't want her slithered. Lord forbid she start talking some craziness. Like, we good. You know what I mean? I felt like just saying rap, cut. You know what I mean? Cut. You know what I'm saying? We're good. Let's get a freestyle mic on and let's wrap this up. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't working. It wasn't working. We need to correct teachers. Some of the people we look as to a collective not teaching us the way where it could be easily understood. I mean, yo, the teachers, and I always harken back, and I don't mean to be on some back in the days type of shit, but the teachers of today are not on the same time, I feel, of the teachers of yesterday. Case in point, what is the purpose of a lot of the teachers of today, and who do they answer to, and collectively what do they represent? Hmm. You know what I'm saying? What do they represent? I would ask that. The teachers from the DVD era, if you line the new teachers up against there's teachers out here that's out here trolling with clickbait in all of their videos. You know what I mean? And they're really doing real goofy shit. Like, what is the collective goal other than to amass followers, sell products, and you know, and go on certain type of ego trips every now and then? Like, what's the collective goal of the new teachers? And who do they answer to? Who the fuck do they answer to? Because a lot of the elders, they not even pushing their weight around like that anymore. They not flexing. They, and people is not listening to them like that. They don't respect the older teachers, bro. You know, it's just a weird place, man. I mean, just from me critiquing, and I'm not beyond critique. Like, I offer myself up for critique as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm not beyond critique. I'm not beyond reproach. You know what I'm saying? I lay my cards out on the table, and I'm very I take constructive criticism. And people in my circle, you know, they if I do some crazy shit, they're not gonna let me off the hook, you know? So the students, w- like, if you were in high school and you saw that your teachers were goofy, right? Like, they brought in substitute, because a lot of these niggas are substitute teachers, right? So when the substitute teachers, or when the teachers are going at it with each other, the students begin to teach themselves, right? The students begin to teach themselves and they become the teachers because they say to themselves, I'm not going to blow this opportunity. I woke up early and I put on a fresh outfit and I came to this class. I'm going to learn. Fuck that. You know what I mean? I'm going to learn. If the teachers are not going to teach properly, I'm going to learn. So a lot of the students have they have put it on their shoulders to be their own master students and their own master teachers, and they're learning and they're improving and they're carving their own lanes and whatnot. So that's what you're seeing. There's a paradigm shift that's taking place where there's new people that are coming up, and a lot of the older teachers, their teachings and whatnot are outdated, and it didn't make the jump. Some of the teachers, their information did not upgrade. You feel me? You told me that Ethereum was gonna jump. Did you? We need to hear from Bobby. You shit. Ugh, you damn right. We need to hear from Bobby. There's no accountability without a council of elders. Yeah. They had the opportunity to be a council and they didn't want to be it. They told me personally they don't want to be a council. You know what I mean? They passed on that. You know what I'm saying? They passed on that, you know? So just go to Google Voice app in the Google app. All right, let me see something. Go to Google Voice apps. Cause like I said, I got the number. I just Google Voice apps. Hold on. You said go to I'm over here in Google. Google Voice apps. Let me see. Let me see. Go to Google Voice app and the Google apps for each Google email. Okay, let me see the Google apps. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Cause I was going crazy looking for that number, bro. I was like, what the hell? How did that happen? And what's going on? Okay, so I'm assuming Google Play voice. Let me see. Go to Google. Go to Google Voice. All right, let me see. Voice app. All right, let me see voice app. Pulling up the voice app. Ooh. All right, Google Voice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna turn up on it. Every chance that I get. I'm looking. I'm seeing Google Authenticator. Okay, Google Voice. Boom. Install. Let's install it. Boom. And the Google app. Ace of Chromebook. No, nigga. That's not what we got. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm maybe when we finish the show, I'll have to dig into it. I don't know. I'm looking. I don't know. You know, the queens, y'all know how to get all of that stuff off the internet, but I don't know. Yeah, buy Dogecoin. I've been buying Dogecoin all week. You know, buy your Doge. Nah, don't do that. They killing me. Said. Or- I mean, no, I know my tech. I know my technology. I don't know. It's just I promise you, bro. This Google phone number, even to find it to get it, it was like going through a lot. I went through a lot to find it. Then when I got it, it just disappeared on me. Like I have no idea. I'm gonna look on my phone. Maybe it's on here. Downloading it. Processing a payment. What? These niggas is charging me. Verification, my Apple ID. Wingy Apparel. Oh, I'm representing my dude Raheem Shabazz. That's his clothing line. You know, I represent. You know what I'm saying? I represent other people who I rock with. You know, A by Ether. Man, let me tell you something. Doge is back up. Yeah, I got some Doge. I got some Doge. I need more though. I need more. I need a lot of Doge. I'm gonna make sure that I'm loaded up. Yeah, it's not working. I don't like I said, I need time. I need to sit back and just get into this shit. You know what I'm saying? So Songbird came out. I'm gonna check that out. I haven't been watching TV in a long time. I watched Godfather of Harlem. Who's been watching the Godfather of Harlem season 2? I've been following that. They had Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X. They doing okay. I like the storyline, the way that they spinning it. You know, the way that they spinning it. How do you buy Doge? I got Doge on Clever, on a Clever wallet, right? I got the Doge on a Clever wallet. So if you got the Clever wallet, then you could go ahead and transfer your what I did is I swapped my Tron for Doge on a Clever wallet. That's the Clever wallet, right? So I swapped my Tron. This is how it looks, the front page of it. Clever. Well, this is how it looks on the thing. It's right there. Clever. And Yeah. Oh, you got your Doge and Robinhood? Nah, Robinhood is fugazi, bro. Not for no, not your crypto, my friend. Nah, not the crypto. I don't fuck with Robinhood. I don't really even fuck with Coinbase too tough. You want to get you if you buying anything on Coinbase, you want to. And I shared this when I did the 6 hour lecture. Um, you want to get it. You're gonna make profit. I'm not gonna say that you can't make profit on Coinbase and Robinhood. Yes, you'll make your profit, but you want to take you want to take your coins off and put it in on a cold wallet. Now I didn't sell the Tron. I swapped it. I swapped it for Doge because Doge was going up. You know what I mean? I'm in the biggest crypto play ever. So my Tron comes in. My shit be rotating and I get a lot of Tron just off the like when I wake up, I get money off of that. So I was like, fuck that. I'm transferring all of my Tron into Doge. And that's what I did. Yeah, you could buy guap on you could buy guap on Probits. You know what I mean? I got this whole board right here for this next class that I'm doing. And I don't know the date on the class. It's tentative because there's a scheduling conflict. But I've been doing a lot of research, yo. This shit is crazy, bro. This crypto shit, this is not a joke. This might have been the most learning curve that I've had in a long time. But going back to what I was saying about going back to what I was saying earlier about the new teachers and the new teaching, right? It's like you need 4 more rollers. Okay, let me get a website then. Hit me up. Like the new teacher, like I'm so happy that the crypto shit came around because even though there's always something to learn, I can honestly say that this is information that I've been able to learn and physically see the results in real time immediately. And shit took no time. Immediately. You know what I mean? Immediately. XRP is expected to blow up May the 4th to the 5th. Okay. You need a breakdown for Safe Moon? Well, you need to know how to get it. You know? Look, I'm Safe Mooned up. I got a lot of Safe Moon. See them numbers? I'm Safe Mooned up. I'll make sure I went and got that. And I got another coin called NFT Art. That was going crazy too. So I snatched up a few thousand of them as well. You know what I mean? So if you need some more face rollers, go to the Red Summer merch. That's right there on the ticker underneath you. And snatch them up. I got you. You know what I mean? I'll have that shipped out real soon. So yeah, Safe Moon is going crazy. Um I'm gonna use this opportunity to announce that we have a new channel. I'm just waiting for the logo to come in from Fiverr. And we're gonna be doing Know the Ledger. Know the Ledger. That's gonna be all technology talk. So we don't have to mix it up in shows and whatnot like Melanin Monday and Third Eye Thursday. We're gonna have Know the Ledger. I'm going to be doing updates. I'm gonna be doing tutorials. How to buy this coin, how to trade this coin for that coin, weekly coins, the top 5 coins that we're looking at. All of that information that I'm always coming across every other day when I'm doing my research. But it's like, what I'm gonna do? Go on Instagram and just start talking about it? No, that's not how I move. I'm not gonna go live on my YouTube channel because Know the Ledge Media my audience on Know the Ledge Media, like you guys and whatnot, that's not necessarily the niche that we are all in right now. You know what I mean? We're here for certain type of information. So I'm going to I'm creating my own new platform that's strictly crypto talk, techno talk, you know what I mean? All of that type of information, and that's Know the Ledger. So I don't really know how you guys could subscribe. I'm not too sure. Maybe if you send me the email, I'll put y'all on the email list. And as soon as we roll it out, we'll get you guys going and whatnot. Because like I said, this is a very, it's going to take a lot of information to no, look, XRP, matter of fact, thank you for mentioning that. They're going on Thursday, right? On Thursday, they have a private meeting with the chairman of the SEC, right? I think to settle the lawsuit on Thursday. Y'all better go and get your XRP right now and get your motherfucking Doge because Elon Musk is coming to Saturday Night Live, right? It's already going up. The rocket is taking off, but Elon Musk is going to Saturday Night Live this Saturday, and you already know he's going to pump the coin because Doge is a pump and dump. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. It's they call it a shit coin and whatnot. It's making me a shitload of money. I know what that a lot of crypto talk, but no teachers and how to get it as of yet. Well, you didn't sign up to the workshop. We did two workshops. I did a 6 hour workshop and a 4 hour workshop. Hit the email for the workshop. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm not gonna allow you to say that nobody is telling you how to get it as of yet. We was giving you all of the game on how to get it. You feel me? We was telling you where to go and how to get it. But like I said, Know the Ledger YouTube channel is gonna be a lot more direct. I'm gonna share my screen. It'll be hands on. We'll be doing clips and whatnot. And yeah. Oh, thank you, Kojo. Yeah, you know. And like I said, we've been not we, but I've been yo, bro. I have sleepless nights. But going back to what I'm saying, it's a refresher for me because it reminds me of '06, '07 when I was knee deep in, when I was knee deep in occultism and conscious and metaphysics and more science, and I was passionate. It kept me up at night and it woke me up early in the morning. That's what this new crypto space and all of this information is doing, and that's good for my psyche. But like Blue Pill said when he was on Brother Rich show today, and I believe he said that Chicago crypto taught him this, and yeah, he did teach me this as well. You got to take your heart out of this shit. You know, you got to take your heart out of it. You no, if somebody's hitting your inbox talking about they could flip your money, yeah, that's it's a lot of scams out here, y'all. It's a lot of scams out here. Am I in Cali? No, I'm on the East Coast. It's a lot of scams out here. You know, I don't trust nobody. So I can't give you advice to tell you to believe in anybody in your inbox speaking about what they're gonna flip. Do I think Ethereum would hit 10 racks? Yeah, I think it is. So you got to remove your emotions because, to be honest with you, sometimes this should have had me on edge and whatnot. I get it. I remember going through depression because I was missing certain coins and them shits was going through the roof. And I'm like, oh, I remember being depressed that I didn't jump on Bitcoin earlier. It's a natural, it's a natural it's a natural, you know, response to not being early in the game. And I got in the game in 2015 and I'm still stressed out. You know what I'm talking about? These niggas be posting memes about how much Bitcoin cost in 2012 and 2010. I'm like, where the fuck was I? What was I doing? You know what I mean? I'm getting mad at ex-girlfriends and whatnot for wasting my time. Who had the better verse, Nas or Jay-Z? Come on. You know, Brooklyn, nigga. Hove. Hove. Yeah.
I'm focused, man.
It's The Rock.
Young Hope, you heard?
Yeah, he smoked him. He smoked Nas. Niggas is getting hype over that Coinbase line. That wasn't enough, homeboy. You know what I'm talking about? And whoever was listening to my show, y'all already heard the critique that I had on Nas. I was like, I was researching Nas as an angel investor in my first lecture called The Evolution Will Be Digitized. And this was 2014, right? So it took that nigga 7 years to rap about his real life. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. Talking about we need more people in this space. Well, goofy ass wannabe Pablo Escobar, you could have been rapping about that. You could have been ahead of your boy who you constantly, y'all are always going at it on a mic, which is healthy. But you could have talked about cryptocurrency but I know the mentality. The mentality is a nigga mentality. I don't want to say nothing because I got something good going on. I don't want to spoil it and tell these niggas about it. No, nigga, you could have been putting on your mans in them. Dave East, that nigga needs some cryptocurrency because he be looking hurt sometimes. You could have put on Jungle. You could have put on a whole Queensbridge. You could have put more people on Nasir Jones in 2014 when you was already investing in all of these companies. You was an angel investor and you didn't say anything about it. You kept that shit tucked and whatnot. And people say what they want to say about Jay-Z. He be giving up the fucking game. Okay. You didn't even do a track with Nipsey Hussle, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You was being stingy. That's a fucking crime where I'm from. That's a crime where I'm from. You was being stingy with your fucking information through your rhymes and whatnot. Even if Nas was talking about it in interviews, well, nigga, we don't read the Rolling Stone. Put it in a song. Put it in a song. And I'm talking about put it in a song like how Nipsey was putting it in a song. Yeah, Nipsey is the father of a lot of this. Let's be clear. Jay is bandwagon right now. He's hopping on the fucking train, but that's not his talk. Nipsey was the first one with an NFT when he put out that $100 mixtape. Like, let's be clear. Nipsey was the first one with a smart store. Nipsey was telling you about the blockchain, not just crypto, but the blockchain. Nipsey was giving you, he would have had us as Bitcoin millionaires if he was still alive. Do you understand what I'm trying to explain to you? Because when he was alive, Bitcoin was still at a minimum. You think niggas listen to him? Now they got Jim Jones as the face of fucking technology. No offense, shout out to Jim Jones. But let's stop capping and give the people who is rightfully MF Doom was the first person, to be honest with you, that I heard about an NFT from, that he auctioned his mask off the day that he died and on Halloween. And now these other niggas is capping, talking about, yeah, I'm the first one. No, you're not, nigga. Jay is not getting more conscious points. Nah, we're not doing that. So I'm saying that your boy Nasir, he should have been, the hood is hurting. The hood is hurting. We need options. Yeah, no cap. It was Chameleon and MC Hammer, right? They was some of the first persons in that realm, right? Chameleonaire is an angel investor. Chameleonaire was doing his thing after rap. True indeed. You got to give him his props. MC Hammer is a Silicon Valley darling. They love him over there. He was also, and he was saying certain things, but you know, Will I Am, he's big in that space as well. You know what I mean? But none of them are really, they're not the way that they was rapping about fuckery. You know what I'm talking about? Not the way that they was rapping about fuckery. They didn't put that type of passion into teaching the people about this crypto. They late to the party. I don't want to hear about crypto in 2021. You know what I mean? Why the rappers could have been talking about that 8 years ago when we really could have had an advantage. But they didn't think it would be cool, right? Think about it. I write rhymes. I'm in the studio. A lot of things rhyme with crypto. What the fuck is you talking about? They didn't think that it would have been cool. They didn't think that it would have been cool. They still researching. I don't take nah. Once you get into this space, right? And you realize what's going on in this space, you're always going to be researching, but if you are of your people, you know how excited I was to share this information with the people? You know how exciting I was? You know how exciting it was to just, even though I wasn't being received in 2014. I was on Sinetta's doing this shit. The evolution will be digitized, conscious industry, facts initiative. Niggas was looking at me, not really, because the comments was like, yo, this is it right here. This brother red pill going in. But they was not grasping the totality of what was being said like that. But I did not care. You know what I'm talking about? I did not care. It mattered to me not, because I was like, they're gonna get it later. This is information that's gonna mature. You remember? I'm like, this shit is gonna mature. Niggas they was trying to cut the lecture short. Like, that's enough, God. That's enough. I don't think, nah. I gotta get this out. I gotta get this out. Yeah, they thought it was for buying drugs or for the Silk Road. Yeah, and the dark web. Yeah, we know that. And all of the credit card niggas was using crypto to buy their numbers, they punches and whatnot. You feel me? Nas fronted Coinbase the money to start Coinbase. Never told us anything. All the major rappers know about digital currencies. They were the VC gods. There you go. And to be honest with you, the website that he used was called Angel Investor. It's AngelList.io, right? AngelList.io. It's like a Facebook for angel investors. You have to be accredited to even be accepted on that site, right? You have to be accredited to even get accepted on that site. He could have easily been putting people on to Angel List. Did he say anything? He did not. He was an early investor in Lyft. He was an early investor in Google Nest. He was an early investor in Coinbase. He didn't say a fucking peep. He's a shadow investor. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you got to be making 250 a year. But at the end of the day, all you got to 250 a year is nothing. You know, business owners, I know black business owners. All you got to do is convince them to sign up because their bank account will reflect that they're making 250 and whatnot. All you got to do is slide somebody who is a business owner $1,000. You dig what I'm saying? That's not hard. You find somebody who is black and is in business or melanated or shit, you get you a pink toe. You know what I'm talking about? Go get you a pink toe. You know, y'all out here swirling and whatnot. And you know, you niggas is out here playing in the snow. You're gonna have to do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? To get where you gotta go. Right? That's the mentality that niggas is Kevin Samuels was fighting against. So you could have easily signed up. We could have, because remember, he has an investment group. It's called Queensbridge Investment Group. So it's him and a few other people, right? So I'm saying that they could have had the Marcy investment group. They could have different investment groups, you know. And I'm not talking about because the rappers be stunting on the other rappers and they don't like sharing information with other rappers because they don't want other rappers to out rap them about the shit that they want to get that quiet money. Oh, this is not dope money. This is not liquor money. This is some quiet technology, easy money. I'm gonna keep this shit under my wing. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm like, man, the people is hurting. Y'all see what's going on in the hood. Y'all see the people is going to jail and getting locked up, and y'all see the decline of the people, but y'all want to hold on to valuable information from the people, and I don't feel like that's honorable. 125th Street Venture Investments. Thank you. You know what I mean? Yeah. They got us as consumers. They got us as consumers. They don't have us as manufacturers. What rapper gave you the China plug? I'll wait. You know what I mean? We had to tell you about China. What rapper's giving up the China plug? I'll wait. What rapper's giving up the Alibaba plug? And the fact that they don't know about it is a fucking crying shame. The fact that the athletes, niggas is like, yo, Jim Jones, teach me about NFTs and crypto. If you have to go to Jim Jones, no offense to Jim Jones, salute to Jim Jones, capo. If you got to go to Jim Jones, my nigga, to learn about, and you're a rapper and you're an athlete and you're an actor and you have a financial advisor and you've been making mad M's and whatnot when Bitcoin was $20 and your financial advisor and all of those small hats that you let control your money never bought you no fucking assets, you're a big, I mean, is it late? Can I curse? I'm just gonna be respectful. You niggas is lame. You know what I mean? You niggas is lame, bro. A fool and his money will soon part. But y'all did not tell us not to buy solitaire diamonds. You didn't refrain from telling us to buy the whole fucking Louis store, Dior. You know what I mean? Y'all, these niggas, I hope that Christian Dior is cutting checks. These motherfuckers done made Christian Dior $1 trillion company in a span of 6 months. Through the Dior blew up through the fucking lockdown, through COVID, nigga. You know what I'm talking about?
To this day. To this day.
Let's not talk about Virgil and the Louis. You know what I'm talking about? These niggas got Dior underwear. They got Dior handkerchiefs, Dior headbands. These niggas got Dior condoms, Dior socks. You know what I'm talking about? These niggas got Dior eyelashes. It's Dior everything. They didn't slow down to tell you about Dior. You know what I'm talking about? Monkey see, monkey fucking do. They didn't slow down to tell you about the Cullinan Rolls Royce truck, nigga. Everybody talking about that. So why they wasn't talking about this real shit, at least when Nipsey started talking about it? If they claim that they love Nipsey so much and they took his life and everything and they want to keep the marathon going, how many rappers have opened up a smart store? How many rappers have dedicated themselves to even going to get accreditation in cryptocurrency so they could really teach the people and not be winging it and whatnot from their fucking hips because they learned some shit from a nerd, one of their weed holders and whatnot that happens to be a fucking blurred or something, and they give them a few talking points, and now these niggas is acting like they're experts. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, which one of them decided, yo, I'm gonna really walk in my brother Nipsey's footsteps and edify him and keep this shit going because his true purpose was to teach the people? Which one? You dig what I'm saying? Which one? They got these niggas wearing chokers and all kind of ice. They buying lab ice from Icebox. That's not even real diamonds, bro. That's lab diamonds. All of these glittery chains, these niggas, that's lab diamonds. Yeah, they wasn't wearing Crenshaw when Nips, they wasn't wearing Marathon. These niggas was wearing foreign Chichi man from Milan and in fucking Rome. They was wearing Roman fabrics. What are you talking about? What do you think about the fact? What you think? What you think? Take a educated guess. What you think? What I think about that? If the hip hop community invested in Doge, they would have been rich off of Doge. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. These rappers is not interested in helping us make money. They don't want to see their people come up because if they people come up, if the hood comes up, then what kind of status do they have? If the hood comes up on the rappers, how could they stun on you? How could they sleep with your girl and take your woman from you after the club? If the hood come up, how could they act like that they above you? You know what I'm saying? And half of these niggas is really struggling. They using street money to shine and whatnot. They don't. The labels ain't giving money out like that. Niggas is not making money. They not selling albums like that. They not doing shows either. So it's that slave. It's that house nigga mentality. I'm not letting the niggas in the field get past me. I done rapped. I done sold my soul. I done contracted and sold my likeness. I'm not gonna educate these niggas. I'm not gonna educate. I'm not gonna put my. I'm not gonna risk it all and give these niggas the game. The game was to be sold. I'm gonna let them buy it from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But to be honest with you, they don't even have the game. Like I said, their financial advisors hoodwinked them, got them invested in Israel and all kind of other things. Their investors they robbed them. The NFL, all of these niggas that's gonna be broke soon. The NBA players and whatnot, they got robbed. They got robbed. Shame on them. They should have made Chicago crypto their financial advisor. Fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? None of that shit. None of that shit. The fucking sneakers that look like Transformers, them big ass sneakers that they was wearing, the tight ass jeans that look like they got them tattooed on their legs and whatnot. None of that is impressive. Niggas look wild, goofy and whatnot, running around wearing scarves on their heads, looking like looking like Matilda. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, fuck are you doing? Come on now, get your teeth fixed, nigga. What are you doing? That's the only thing that I could say is worth it is when niggas go to Colombia and get their jibs fixed. That's about the only thing that I'm impressed with when it comes to these rappers. But other than that, they're just crash consumerism. These niggas are not educated consumers 30 years later. 30 years later. These are not businessmen that you're looking at. That's a problem. I have a problem with that. These are not sharp businessmen. The sharpest amongst them might be Sean Carter and his wife. These are not sharp businessmen who put the reason why I can even say Sean Carter is because I see him putting other people on. I seen him put Ruggs on. I seen him put Emery on. I seen him put a whole bunch of people, hood niggas that I grew up with on. It's not a secret. He's putting niggas from the hood on, and these niggas is from the hood that he's putting on is changing their lives dramatically for the betterment. You know? But if it's 2020 and 2021 and you are a rapper you around mad Europeans, you're around nothing but Europeans, right? You on your Dame Dash shit. You surrounded by pink toes. You don't know about cryptocurrency? You don't know about the blockchain, nigga? You know what I'm saying? You're ignoring that? You don't know about NFTs? You're supposed to be teaching us, not the other way around. We teaching them. Somebody say they know about it. I don't know, bro. I promise you, they're not crypto rich. These niggas are not crypto whales. Don't fall for the okie doke. Do not fall for it. They are not crypto whales. They might own some Doge coins right now, but they don't have these niggas can't show you their wallet to whereas I've been stacking Bitcoin since since 09, 2010. No. Soldier Boy was rapping about crypto, but was he stacking it? There's a difference between rapping about it and there's a difference between stacking it. You know, all of these rappers that's hungry, that's hurting, you know what I mean? The ones who's out here struggling, they could have set something up in a contract on a clause and whatnot, to whereas they was getting some show money or some type of money in in cryptocurrency, so the shit could mature over 10 to 20 years because it's an investment coin. You know what I mean? This is something that you gonna plan on not spending, but letting that shit sit for a while until there's signs that you need to sell. Because like the brother Chicago Crypto said, you don't make the money until you sell. You could be sitting on $1 billion in your wallet, but nigga, it's just in your wallet. You know what I'm talking about? Like until you got it in your hands, that's the trick when it comes to the crypto thing. You know, you're gonna have to eventually sell and get it in fiat, and then I would take the fiat and convert it into gold and silver. You know, or into something that will appreciate, like some art. Yeah, I feel like Prodigy would have definitely been in crypto. Hell to the yeah. Hell to the yeah. Okay. Israel is a better investment than crypto. Yeah, now you gotta go, purple pill. I mean, I could take but so much. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go. We don't rock with Israel over here like that. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Let me show you something. Let me show you something. This is what they think about our people. Yeah, everybody has the freedom to voice their opinions, but when you start talking like that, then I'm like, nah, you know, you sped it, you know. That's not what we doing over here. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that. So Israel orders 45 black Hebrew Israelite to leave the country in 60 days. Now, there was a time, see, you gotta remember, right? You gotta remember how propaganda works, and we also have to always keep in mind that the things that happen in America affect our people overseas. So when you saw all of the anti-Asian violence, right? When you saw all of the anti-Asian violence and whatnot, stop Asian hate and whatnot, what do you think the propaganda, how do you think that propaganda was being played out with black people who are in China? Think about that for a minute. I'm gonna let that marinate. In the media, they're showing you all of these Asians in America getting attacked by black people. Now, what if me and a congregation of my people went over to China to do business with them, whereas we don't want to deal with the white man anymore or the European? We realize that they're the middleman. This whole thing that we're talking about with the crypto and whatnot, the fact that the reason why crypto is so attractive is because the whole thing about being decentralized is that you cut out the middleman. There's a power in cutting out the middleman. I think Ply said it best. I ran off on a plug twice, right? You get to meet the plug when you cut out the middleman. That's how Tony met Sosa, my nigga. You understand? You will want to get to see who the plug is. You don't want to deal with the middleman. Fuck Frank. You don't want the middleman. You want to get right to the source. You want the plug. That's who China is. That's who Mexico is. You dig what I'm saying? When you're selling CMOS and things like that, you know, whatever. But anyway, so for the Africans that are doing big things, because remember, a lot of people ran over to China and into Hong Kong to do the crypto thing because of the mining that was taking place over there. And it's just a little more proactive. As you can see, when you try to log in into these exchanges and whatnot, they block a lot of American addresses. You have to use a VPN because they don't allow a lot of people from America to even rock in the crypto space based off of the SEC and things of that nature. So there's black people in Singapore. There's a black man who's a billionaire, a young brother. He was in Singapore killing the game, right? Then you have our brothers from the continent. They're doing their thing in Africa and in other places like Vietnam and whatnot. What do you think? And they already hate us, right? They already have a certain type of prejudice based off of their ignorance towards us and whatnot. But when you go over there, it's a little bit different, especially if you are assertive and you know who the fuck you are. They'll warm up to you and whatnot because they'll realize that your energy is what it is. What do you think that was doing? Right? Yeah, Binance will block you. The VPN that I use, that I suggest that everybody who wants to rock in this thing is called Surf Shark. I'll write it down right here. Go and download Surf Shark. If you live in the States and you want to get on Binance or Binance USA and you live in New York or Connecticut and other places that they're blocking, go and get you Surfshark. That's a VPN, virtual private network. I think it's like $50 for 3 years and whatnot. I wish I could give you a promo code, but I don't have one. And you'll be able to navigate on these quote unquote banned sites and whatnot. Set your VPN up to say that you're in Canada. Set your VPN up to say that you're in like Costa Rica, other different countries, but don't use America, because America, they block America on a lot of these. Remember, crypto is global, right? The blockchain and crypto, a lot of these players are Asians and other, you know what I mean? Like the dude who's behind Binance, he's Korean, I believe. You know what I'm talking about? These are not Americans per se. You dig? So you need to, I did a lot of research to get this shit, bro. I promise you. Ask wifey. Like, I was up for like 3 days and I was stressed out. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even want to go live. I didn't even want to do Third Eye Thursday. Like, I was immersed in research, just trying to get all of my wallets connected and everything together, because like as you can see the board behind me, it's a lot of fucking research. I'm going crazy behind it, but it's gonna pay off. So I'm good with it. I'm okay. You just sent XRP to a different wallet and the transaction was instant and free. Yeah, you see that? You know what I'm talking about? That's his name, right? His name is Arthur Hayes, right? BitMEX. Yeah, he started the exchange. He's a billionaire. Yeah, they coming after him. They coming after him. Arthur Hayes. He went over to Singapore, I believe, and he became a billionaire. He made his own exchange, and the exchange was killing the game. It's killing the game. It's killing the game. You dig? Yeah, MetaMask and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You got to have your MetaMask. You got to connect your MetaMask, get your Mana, and get your Ethereum, get your Ether. I'm tight that I was blowing so much fucking Ether on gas and just buying shit, bro, when I supposed to have been saving that shit. Like, I still can't get over that. You know what I mean? I blew thousands of dollars worth of Ether just learning, just learn. I'm buying domains, I'm buying NFTs, I'm buying fucking digital real estate. I could have just sat on them shits. Yeah, I could have just sat on my coins and whatnot and let it mature. But my domains, my NFTs, and my digital real estate, that's gonna mature. That's gonna be worth triple. I'm not even worrying about it, to be honest with you. You know, they don't want us in the game. Well, they don't have no choice at the end of the day. They don't have no choice at the end of the day. They can't stop us. You dig what I'm saying? Because to be honest with you, you know, this is decentralized. You know, this is decentralized. And the idea behind being decentralized is there is no identity. So they shouldn't even know that it's us. Do you understand what I'm saying? They can't tell that it's Tyrone and these niggas in the motherfucking blockchain. They're not supposed to know that we're even in the game. You know, this is supposed to be nameless and faceless and raceless and colorless. You just make a move. They see you as a fucking whale or a shark or a guppy. You know what I mean? When you making them transactions and you affecting the whole space by moving like a whale, yeah, that's I'm Moby Dick right now. You know what I mean? I'm not a black man. They're not even supposed to know that. How do I invest in digital real estate? Shit. Take your choice. All right, I'm gonna show you a site. Take you to Decentraland. Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood. So let me get back to the Israel thing. They out there kicking out melanated people from Israel, right? And these is black people from the hood. You know what I mean? Like in Atlanta, they got Soul Veg and whatnot. Those are the black Hebrews who basically have set up shop in Israel. You know, they got whole communities and all kind of stuff, right? And you know, they claiming that they the original Jews. So of course, the people who are over there who have identity issues, they not happy with them. You know, they not rocking with them like that. So they trying to make them people pack up and leave, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? They trying to make them people pack up and leave. You know what I mean? So when you have the anti-Jewish violence that was taking place in America and they were marching and whatnot and saying, yo, stop the violence against Jewish people, they use that propaganda to radicalize their people in Israel. They use the propaganda of anti-Asian hate to radicalize Asians in China, in Korea, in Japan, and other places to start acting funny towards people who look like me and you. And the European does that because the European they still get advantage because they still want to be the middleman, right? Keep in mind, when they get pushed out of the way, they turn into crybabies. When they get pushed out of business, they lose their minds. White fragility. You know what I'm saying? When they see that Negroes are getting along with other minorities, we're not minorities, but I'm just talking about in the social construct of how these people identify our people and whatnot. They get kind of nervous and whatnot, and they'll utilize propaganda to make it seem like we're very unsavory towards other races and things of that nature, and they will scare them away. They'll scare them away. Let me see something. I'm on Brave browser. I was trying to go on the. All right, so check this out. This is the Central Land, right? This is a virtual world. It almost looked like Roblox or Fortnite where your children be playing on and whatnot. But this is for adults. You know what I'm talking about? This is for grown folk, right? Hold on. Give me 1 minute. Let me see something. Oh, let me see. The screen is not sharing. Oh, wait. Hold on. I have to block you niggas real quick so you don't see my you know, you gotta protect yourself in these spaces sometimes, you know what I mean? People out here. People is out here hacking and whatnot. Niggas trying to hack the god. Give me 1 second. Let me see something. Let me pull it up. I just gotta attach my wallet. What's in your wallet? And then I'll bring you back in there. But I'll show you. Shout out to the biggest crypto play ever. They did just tonight. There's been a lot of information out there. They did a YouTube stream. Brother Rich on Black Magic 363. He did a stream with Chicago Crypto and Blue Pill. You know, so it's people out here that are actively teaching and whatnot. I just want you to know this, in case you didn't know. Make sure y'all hit that like button in the meantime, between time. You know what I'm talking about? Make sure you hit that like button. Okay, hold on. Let me see something. Let me close it in the. Let me close this. Okay, Decentraland. And if you have the Oculus Rift glasses, if you're into virtual, if you've crossed over into the virtual world, it's even funner. Like you could go into these worlds with your glasses on and be completely immersed in a 3D world. Like it's like Ready Player One. The shit is lit, literally. Come on, MetaMask. Connect via format. I don't know what that is. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Getting pop ups. All right. Allow trackers. Allow cookies. All right. Give me 1 minute. I had the cookies was blocking shit. Does it not work? Well, I don't know what this is. I was trying to show you some shit, but it's not letting me go in there. But you know, matter of fact, let's go to another world. If we don't go to Decentraland, let's go to CryptoVox. Voxels. So as you can see, we're in a digital virtual world. Right? Like I said, a lot of these are set up to play with your digital with your glasses and whatnot, with your I'm playing on a PC and whatnot, but to be honest with you, a lot of these worlds you can navigate it easier. You have on virtual reality headsets and whatnot. But these lands are for sale. I'm talking about they selling in the thousands of dollars, and now that Ethereum has gone up to 3 bands and whatnot, the land is even going to be a lot more expensive. I'm talking about big bucks, right? So here it is. People got NFTs and whatnot, and you could go. So now if somebody buys a visual NFT, right? They got NFTs on the wall. These are real NFTs. I'm talking about. You could open up the external link. You could go and look at the NFTs. But they building digital museums, fam. Right? So you could put your children on. To be honest with you, you could put the little ones on, and once they master the metaverse, you know what I'm saying? Things are gonna change. And I don't want to keep utilizing fiat or money or the quote unquote the reward of a monetary reward as as the selling point, because everything is not always about money at the end of the day, but money is involved. You know what I'm saying? It's big money involved in this shit. Like you could get your coins up. You know what I mean? I don't know if you could make money like this playing on PlayStation and playing on Roblox. Matter of fact, you can't. Feel me? The future is here. You know what I'm saying? They build their own world. People are building their own worlds right underneath our noses. And I promise you, PlayStation is gonna invest in this. Atari has invested in the metaverse. In about 3 years, this is going to be super hyper realistic. Right now, it looks like this, but it's going to be hyper realistic to whereas you're going to be like, yo, this is lifelike. You're going to put on a pair of glasses and you're going to be able to meet your bae in the metaverse. You know what I'm talking about? You could go in there butt naked if you want to. You're going to meet your crush, your Wednesday, what is that? Your MCM and whatnot. You might be able to pull up on her in the metaverse. You could invite her to your world. You could invite her to your mansion. You can invite her to your hood. You know what I mean? They're gonna be drilling in the metaverse soon. Look, Nipsey, the marathon. You see it. You see it. You see it. You know what I'm talking about? Look, man, tap in. I done showed y'all the email. Y'all need to get that 6-hour class that I did. Get yourselves familiar with this world, with these NFTs, with all of the things that are going on. And then we got some more stuff coming up in the summertime. So you could get in, you know? But that's just a glimpse of some of the worlds. Um, did I watch Invincible? No. Oh, Bitcoin. Yeah, Bully bought Nike Town, right? Yeah, I seen he showed that. And he bought Alhambra. He bought the Alhambra too. You know what I mean? So the difference, yeah, this is Ready Player One. So the difference between these worlds is that the property that you saw is selling for like 3 ethers. That's 9 bands in real life. That's 9 bands in real life. Like people are selling artworks and whatnot. They selling their artwork. They selling like they getting real bread. 9 bands. Look, let me see. Let me pull up on this on this thing right here. Let me see if I could go right. That's their Twitter link, right? So when you click on it, it take you to the Twitter page, right? I clicked on I clicked on the thing, and it took me to the person's Twitter page, right? Edmund.ether. That's his crypto address, right? That's his crypto address. You feel me? And then Unstoppable Domains, right? Is where you buy your blockchain names. Let me show you that. So Unstoppable Domains, this is where you buy your digital real estate, because this is what this is about. Stacking your digital real estate. Whatever your name is, go and buy it right now. Right? Whatever your name is, go and buy it right now. I already bought Melanin Monday. So when you put your name in, it's going to show you it's your domain. Right? You see that? It says it's your domain. So if you wanted to, if you put your name in there, right? You need to buy your name. You know what I'm talking about? You need to buy your name. You know, I bought all my names. Well, it's $40, but then it's really $80 because it's 40 to buy the name, but then you have to click on the resolver, right? You're gonna have to click on the resolver and get the, you know, is you gotta get these, you gotta get the this shit too. After you buy the name and whatnot, you're gonna have to get the Ethereum and the BTC name. You know what I mean? So that's something that you'll have to do. But all domain purchases are a one-time payment. They don't have no renewal fees. So you know, like on what you call it, you know, like on uh what's that? GoDaddy. You gotta renew your name and shit like that, and somebody could take your name if you don't renew it. That's not the same thing with with these with this unstoppable domains and the .zil .crypto, right? But then there's another one, right? There's another one along with that, right? Because remember, do the research. Your unstoppable domains, right? These are going to be what? These are going to be your quote unquote, these are your addresses. It's not just a .com, it's your address. You could use this as your crypto wallet. You could tell people, send me the money right here. So this is the Ethereum name service, ENS, right? This is ENS. Okay. So you want to get your .crypto and you want to get your .ether, right? So if you want to buy a .ether, you go to the Ethereum and then you buy your .ether, right? Ooh, it's available. Let me stop showing you next. Right? So I own Red Pillar .ether, right? These expire. The ENS, the Ethereum is different than the other ones. These expire. I'm talking about. But the other ones, the cryptos and whatnot, they don't. So that's your first that's your first test to go and get your digital real estate. If y'all go and snatch some of your, hit me up, let me know. I want to see who's really active and whatnot. You can email me and let me know that you took that advice and you went and bought your name. You went and secured your brand. You went and secured your brand. You went and secured your, if you have a name that you want to turn it, you could turn into somebody in the cryptoverse. It don't have to be your old school name. You could re-christian yourself. You could give yourself a fancy ass digital name. You know what I'm saying? and you go and snatch your dot ether and your dot crypto, and my nigga, you in the game. You feel me? You in the game. You heard Bold Speaker. She said, take notes. This is important. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all hit up that Cash App too. The game is to be sold, my niggas. You know what I'm talking about? They charging a lot of money to teach this stuff. You know, if you got a DBA, well, go get your dot crypto and your dot ether. All that DBA stuff is all good. That copyright shit is cool and everything, but somebody could go right here and snatch your name up and you can't fight them. You cannot fight them. You know what I'm saying? This is a different domain. We in a different world right now. You might not be able to fight them with your dot ether. You own your .com, but do you own dot ether and dot crypto? Because that's what's coming. It's not even coming. It's here, my niggas. It's here. So for the brother that asks, how do you get digital real estate? I showed you the virtual world. I showed you Decentraland. I showed you crypto voxels. That's where the biggest crypto play. We have real estate on that land. We popping. We got land over there. I showed you your domain names, right? That you could get on your ENS and unstoppable domains. You heard the day was backed up. Who was backed up? You talking to me? So get on top of it, y'all. It's not difficult. I'm giving you the game. Um, you know, this is definitely for y'all. This is definitely worth it. You know, it's a glimpse into the many layers of this new world that we're walking into collectively, because I don't win. Nobody's gonna win really in this world trying to do shit on their own, like Nasir Jones. You know what I mean? Nobody wins with that mentality. You got to spread the fucking love. You got to spread the wealth, and the wealth is the information at this point. The wealth is it, because to be honest with you, if I know about a coin that's popping and I put you on, you gonna pop too. You know what I'm talking about? You gonna pop too, because the crypto world is about abundance. You know what I'm talking about? The aspect of scarcity, you utilize that in things like NFTs with limited drops. That's the only time that you flex scarcity, because scarcity does add to value. But in this crypto world where there's 6,000 coins, I believe, 6,000 different coins, there's no scarcity. There's no scar. You could buy as many fucking you could buy as many XRPs as you want. You could buy as many Doges as you want. It's endless. It's zeros. I own 0.00000000000 Doge. I don't even know. I can't even count the numbers. I don't know what that shit means. I just know it's mad zeros. I can't think limited. What's the helium hotspot? What's the helium hops? Is that what is that? Is that a domain name? What's that? You know? Yeah, I got some XRP in the cut. I got some XRP in the cut. Yeah, I'm getting into the mining and whatnot. You know what I mean? I'm getting into the mining. I'm actually looking for some property where I don't gotta pay where the electric is free. You know what I mean? Once I find that, I'm gonna set up some machines. XRP, XLM, XDC, Algorand, get a plan, study use cases. Yes, study use cases. Go to what's that, coin market? You know what I mean? I got I collect white papers. That's what I do. I got mad white papers. Mad white papers. Because to be honest with you, that's the future. You know what I'm talking about? That's the future. And for all of my artists, I'm gonna leave you with this before I get out of here. This is another gem. This is on the blockchain and whatnot. Audius. I'm sure most people know about this, but if you don't know about it, you go and check this out too, right? Audius, right? This is kind of fire. I got my album on there and whatnot. The Red Summer's up there. Shit sounds good. The audio on this is good. You make money on sites like this. You know what I'm saying? You make money on sites like this. And they're building, they're growing, they're expanding. I remember when I started on it, it was kind of small, but they're expanding, you know. So if you're a 3D modeler, then I need you to reach out because I've been looking for you, you know. Definitely looking for all 3D modelers. I'm looking for everybody if you know how to use Cinema 4D, ZBrush, you know what I mean? If you know how to use Blender, Maya, all of the 3D programs, please holla at me because I speak your language and I know what to do with you and we can make some ether together. You feel me? White papers is basically how you study what these coins, what the use case is. Before anybody puts out any coin, before they create a coin, and even before when they create blockchains and when they create these coins, the developers put out a white paper, and that's basically a report to just break down what the hell, what are the intentions, what's the intention behind the coin. You know, uh these coins have uses. So you want to read the white paper, you want to become familiar with what this shit is about. A lot of these people have good intentions. Yeah, I'm looking for machines as well, you know. Okay, bold speaker. I'm gonna look at your notes to find a Google Voice. I'm gonna find it when I get off of this. I'm gonna find this, bro. I promise you. Could Doge hope to grow in valuation with so many being created every day? I mean, you know, I don't put too much faith in Elon Musk, but as one of the richest people on the planet, I'm sure that he knows what he's doing in certain situations, and I have a certain level of trust that he's gonna push that coin to $1, a few dollars. Like shit is gonna go up. It's already at 45 cents. So for people that's calling it a shit coin, I'm like, are you shitting me? Because what are you gonna? Are you gonna? Are you shitting? Yeah, I do need hackers ASAP. You know what I mean? I'm like, are you shitting me? There's people that's already billionaires. There's Doji billionaires. There's Doji millionaires, and they have reports to where they sort of because it's an open ledger, so you could see the wallets. You know what I'm talking about? So like I said, you're not a millionaire until you cash out into fiat and either hold the fiat or convert it, of course, right? But in their wallets on paper, there's mad millionaires already. So how could it not be you know what I mean? The idea for coins like Doge is it doesn't have too much of a use case. To me, it's a pump and dump. You know what I mean? And I don't, shit. I'm here to pump, nigga. Pump. What the Rexon effect? Pump. The pumps in the dump. Pumps in the dump. You know, that's exactly right. The lawsuit. I say get your XRP before Thursday. Something is gonna happen with that lawsuit on Thursday. You don't want to try to get your XRP when that bitch is going up. You want to get that XRP right now. Go to Clever Wallet and you could get your XRP on Clever. Wait, let me double check. Is it Doge? Is it hold on? Yeah, it's over here. XRP is on Clever. And Doge is on Clever. And Tron is on Clever. Tron is on Clever. So, I'm into Tron, you know. Doge as a whole. That you think so? They say to hold it. Everybody's on a hold the Doge. I don't, what's a dump? Which one is a dump? Which one do you cash out on? You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to, I got like 1 million Doge coins. I'm not sitting on 1 million coins. That shit's getting cashed out soon. You know what I'm talking about? And then I'll buy back. Yeah, Doge is definitely Uphold has it. Yeah. They said Red is trying to hack something. You damn right. Because to be honest with you, hacking is solving a problem. So I'm trying to solve some problems. I'm a problem solver. White hat, black hat, you know what I mean? I want to have a hackathon. I want to bring my blurs out. I want to bring my hackers out. I want to see what y'all do. I want to see, I want to see what the community is about. You know what I mean? I want to integrate hackers into my network. Hell yeah. Shit. You damn right. You made good money from BitTorrent. Okay. Doge might be a distraction for XRP. I mean, shit, to be honest with you, yeah, like I said, don't, you're not clever is with a K. Clever is with a K. You don't want to yeah, Safe Moon is a dump. Yeah, my Safe Moon is down right now, but as soon as that bitch start going up, you damn right, that's getting dumped. That's getting dumped. You know what I mean? That is getting dumped. You know, I get anxiety sometimes when I'm sitting on too many coins. Like, I just, that's a good feeling when you dump some shit and you like, okay. Thank you, Ben Owens, for the Cash App. Theodore Carpenter for the Cash App. Jonathan for the Cash App. I appreciate y'all. Um, Tana, Tanya, I appreciate you, Tanya. Sabu, I appreciate you. Hassan, is that my guy, Hassan? The legend. Yes, it is. What's good, Hassan? I miss you, brother. I don't be in Harlem and whatnot, so I haven't seen you in a while. I hope all is well and things of that nature and the family is good. And I hope to see you very soon. We're doing a pop-up in New York, in Brooklyn. I'll give you the date when we get it. So you could pull up for that too. Which one of these coins will go viral? Crypto, Doge, they already viral. Bro, this should be trending on Twitter every day, damn near. They already viral. No, no, buy Safe Moon. It's down. You was about to buy it. Buy that shit. It's down. No, it's not down. It's up. It's up. Oh shit. It's up and it's stuck. Hold on. It's up by 3%. No, oh shit, it's up by 6%. Hold on. Safe Moon. Like I told you, I got a lot of O's in that. My clever referral code. Hold on. Yeah, NFT art is down. That's another dump. That's like a penny. That's below a penny. You feel me? That's below a penny. So you want to get on top of that, pause. You want to get on top of that and get that early. Invite friends. Okay, here's my copy code for the person that was asking about the clever. I'm gonna put it in a chat. I'm gonna actually paste it. There you go. I'm not even giving it up. Somebody said I'm the brother Wool Beanie. I'm really not. I'm just giving y'all. It's so much, bro. It's so much. It's in this space. It's so much. You have no idea. I just want to add on. You know what I'm saying? But it's so much gems, yo. So when we do know the ledger, You're going to be seeing a lot of real information. I'm going to make it as simple as possible. I'm going to also be bringing in other experts, and I'm going to be opening up the platform for everyday brothers and sisters, like anybody that's in the audience. I want to, I'm a kingmaker and a queen maker. You know what I mean? I want to help change some lives and whatnot for the better. I want to help put some bands in your pockets. Yeah, we dance to a different drum. Everybody's making bands, but we dance to a different drum.
Ho!
Yeah.
I'm focused.
I'm focused, man. I'm focused, man. What's up with them babies at the border? Yeah, get your crypto up so you can help them. You know what I'm talking about? Can't help them without no crypto, my nigga. Nobody's listening to you. But if you come in like a whale, you can help the babies at the border. You know what I'm talking about? You can help the babies at the border. You know, as a community, we got to get our ones up. You know what I'm saying? We got to buy some land. If any of you niggas turn into whales overnight and you hit it big, yeah, don't forget me. Come and holler at me and talk to me. We could build Akon City. They said they just came out with Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. The title for the new Black Panther 2 is Wakanda Forever, nigga. So the idea is to build out our version of a Wakanda. I don't care if it's a resort that looks like a villa in Tulum. I don't care if it's in the mountains of the Virgin Islands. I don't care if it's next to the fucking volcano in St. Vincent. Whatever it takes, it could be done. We live in a quantum realm. We live in a new fucking reality. This shit is up and it's stuck for real. You know what I'm talking about? Niggas don't have to suffer anymore. I ain't gonna, I don't identify with suffrage. Who's that? You know what I'm talking about? And I have to also, yes, and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just red pill. I'm a nigga that's gonna unplug you from the matrix and help to put you outside of the matrix, right? I want to put you outside of the matrix, and the best way to help put you outside of the matrix is to unplug you from the old paradigm and give you these goggles, these virtual lens in which to look through so you can see a new world. You know what I'm talking about? I put on this meta mask, my niggas. You know what I mean? Because there's metaphysics that birthed the metaverse. But that's a whole nother story. You know, you want to open up a brick and mortar crypto school? Well, I want to teach in that school. I want to help you with that. Imagine if y'all created after school programs, community centers. Remember, if you in the projects and you don't pay electricity, nigga, you know what I'm talking about? You could be mining coins right now. You need to level up and holler at me. If you have access to a community center, you could be teaching the babies the same thing that I was showing y'all today, how to get the domains, how to rock in the virtual world, how to build your own dApps and whatnot, how to build, I know how to build your own blockchain. I could show you how to build your own blockchain. I'm in the process, bro. It's not as difficult as you may think. You know what I'm talking about? It has its learning curves, but it's not as doable, nigga. It is. So we could play, we could live in our fantasy, we could live in our heads, we could live in our imagination. We could actively, right, visualize a new day, right, and make it happen. When I set up this digital, this Google phone number, and we get the sisters on here, and they start talking about what they looking for in a man, and any of you whales that are out there, because a whale is somebody who owns thousands and thousands of coins. They're a whale. They're a whale. They're big in this space. Sisters, I want you to snag these niggas. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? I want you to get these niggas. You know what I'm talking about? I want you to trap these niggas. Like, I want you to trap the whales like you from Japan. You feel me? Get these niggas and let's have them buy some land for us. You know what I'm saying? Introduce me as your brother. You know, I'll be your brother. I'll be your cousin or something. We gonna get these niggas. You know what I'm talking about? Pull them away from Fortnite. You know, and tell them put your coin somewhere where we could build out a land and be, you know, happily polygamous and grow fruits and whatnot. Get fruits and roots. Get shipments from Shaka bars. You know what I'm saying? Get us some sour sop and some fucking mangoes. You know, grow some herbs and whatnot. Get on your Sabi shit. You know what I'm talking about? Get on your Sabi shit. Build you a glass fucking mansion. I had a referral code. Yeah, I put the referral code up. Let me put it up again. You know, I'm on that type of time. I'm on that type of time. You know? Yeah, feel the dreams. Buy it and they will come. That is super true. Black man and black woman, if you're in the hood, you could be in the killing fields of hood USA, all the way to you could take your show on the road to Africa or to the islands and whatnot. The islands are suffering from Americanism, poverty, and other things. Imagine if you were to go over there and teach them how to buy coins that are less than a penny, right? Imagine if you were to go over there and to show them the process of how to buy digital real estate. Imagine if you were to go over there and show them what the quote unquote Oculus lens or the HoloLens or the Oculus Rift glasses, the virtual or the augmented reality or spatial reality. Imagine if you were to onboard them and to show them shit like that. These are little kids from the hood. But do you know that the little kids from the hood are more adept to technology than other people? Are you aware of that? Are you aware that a child from a shanty town or a child that's known as a sufferer will pick this information up and take it further than a child born with a silver spoon in their mouth? You feel me? Get on your Axe Capital and open an investment shop that only deals in crypto. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Sabi's house is fire. If anybody that ever seen his mansion, it was made out of all glass. You know what I mean? That's what I'm on. That's what I'm on. You grew up in Nickerson Garden. Is that Chicago? Where's Nickerson? Is that next to O Block? Or is that next to Magnolia? So even with the things that are going on, oh, that's in Cali. Okay. Is that near the jungle? Even though, oh, that's in Watts. Oh, you in Watts? Okay. Gang business. You know what I'm saying? You've seen it all. A lot of us seen it all. We've been traumatized. You know, we've been traumatized. You know what I'm talking about? And we went through all of that for what? We went through all of that for what? We got exposed to all of that for what? To just not come up? You know what I mean? We went through all of that to do what? To not come up, to not level up. We done buried friends and loved ones to just do what? Sit around and wait for the fucking COVID shots, nigga. You know what I mean? We went through all of that to prepare us, right? To anoint us, right? To get us ready. Yeah, they selling old block. I'm not buying it. You know what I'm saying? I hope that somebody does. I think Little Dirk is finna buy it. They put us through all of this so we could be anointed, so we could shine like the diamonds because pressure bust pipes and it make diamond. And that's who we are. So we need to act like it. You know what I mean? So I gave my information. The way that you could reach out and touch someone is right there in front of you. Red Pillar 75 at Proton Mail. The Cash App is Phil Moreland. That's how you could really reach out and touch someone. Leave a tip at the table, take your belongings, and take this information and spin the yarn into gold. Do something with. I mean, I'll be back on Thursday, and we could continue this conversation, and we could raise it up to a higher level and deal with some other things. But like I said, we gotta be more active in these spaces, because I promise you, these spaces, right, are beneficial to us if we work this shit, if we work it. So this is the assignment. Go and get you some Doge, go and get you some XRP, right? The Doge is underneath $1 right now. It's 40 something cent. And the XRP is $1 and change. Hold on. Let me just see it. Let me see. Yeah, the XRP is $1.49 and the Doge is 44 cent. Drop a band, drop a fucking stack. You know what I'm talking about? Drop a stackington. I would drop a stack on each one, right? With the idea to take it out next week, maybe this time. You know what I mean? You know, let that shit grow. You know what I'm saying? Let it grow. You know, scared money don't make money. This is dealing with risk takers. Risk takers are the ones that turn into whales in this space and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers done poured their life savings into this shit. Some of them. And now they living lovely. Right? Look at this before I leave you. I'm gonna leave you on this. I'm gonna leave you on this. This is for all of my people who've been following the American God series that I've been doing. And I've been very adamant about American Gods, the series. I've been telling everybody to watch it. So why does the dude who is one of the co-founders of Ethereum, right? This nigga is Technical Boy. Shout out to Chicago Crypto. When I went to Chicago, I was high as a kite. This nigga was smoking Zaza Gabor. I'm talking about the blunts never stop coming at me, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I almost had the COVID cough. I was smoking so much. And he was like, yo, the Technical Boy from American Gods looks just like the dude who is the young dude behind Ethereum. And I was like, I pulled that nigga's picture up and I was like, what the hell? This is who they was. They modeled this dude after. They had to, bro. And in American Gods series, Technical Boy, and the premise behind the series is that the new gods are replacing the old gods. So Technical Boy is technically technology, right? And in the last season, they showed that he's even Prometheus, right? The when they created fire is the first technology. So he goes all the way back to the beginning of when man discovered fire, Prometheus, and all the way up to now. He's now Technical Boy. And basically the people pray to technology, they believe in technology, you feel me, and they see technology as a god. So technology is replacing the old gods as the new god in this new paradigm and whatnot. And it's by no coincidence that this brainiac looking as European who's behind Ethereum looks just like Technical Boy. You know what I'm talking about? Because these are the new American gods. Make no mistake about it. These are the new American gods in this space and whatnot. So on that note, I'm not gonna say that I'm leaving y'all, but I'm finna just power down so I could get back to my studying. And we're gonna resume the conversation on Thursday, Third Eye Thursdays. So he's autistic. Okay, that's what's up. You know, I think even Technical Boy might have been autistic to a degree. You know what I mean? When you really think about it, you know what I'm saying? But he's a genius. The dude who's behind Ethereum, he's a genius. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Doge is expected to pump by May 8th. Elon Musk will be on Saturday night, so just be ready. If that shit goes out the roof, you have to ask yourself, do you want to hold or do you want to sell? Because like I was saying earlier, until you really sell, until you cash out, when you cash out, that's when the money is in your hands. That's when it can't fluctuate and go anywhere. It's after you cash out. So if the shit goes through the roof and you sit on it and then it starts to tank and whatnot, then your ass is going to miss your opportunity to basically just have a quick, maybe a triple flip or a double flip. But then there's some people that's like, yo, I'm holding this shit forever. They putting it in their cold wallet and they just making it, they just laying it up. They don't care what it does. They're gonna say, I'm gonna get back to this in 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even thinking about it right now, you know. So everybody is different, you know. I'm here for the quick flip. I don't know about my niggas. I'm gonna flip it. You get the 6-hour lecture by emailing me right here, or you could cash out $44 in your email, right? And I'll know that that's what you want, and I'll send it to you via email. It's very simple. Right to that cash app. You know what I'm saying? And as you can see, $44 is a steal. It should be $144, but we are here to learn. You know what I mean? We here to learn and we're here to earn and whatnot. So you get your money up, and then get your weight up, my niggas. Get your weight up. You know what I'm talking about? Because like I said, it doesn't benefit any of us if we all not lit. We all need to be lit. You know what I mean? The white boys is out here stunting and whatnot. We all need to be lit. We all need to be the new wealth class. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. You know what I mean? And like I said, you don't live in lack in this world. This is a world of abundance. There's no lack mentality in here. You know what I'm saying? My cash app is right there. Phil Moreland, right? Fill more land. We need to fill up more land. What does that sound like? We need to fill up more land because niggas is not on enough land. So we need to fill more land. How about that? Yeah. So we're going to leave on a good note. Bold Speaker, I'm going to leave it. Bold Speaker said, remember the use cases and how they work on the network. You are the bank. Remember, you have a digital wallet on your bank account. That should tell you something. There you go. You are the bank now. You definitely are the bank. So we're going to leave you on a good note with some music. Maybe that Lay Low. And I remind you that I will be in Kentucky for this weekend, Juneteenth. We'll be joined by Boyce Watkins, Sabir Bey, and Styles P of the legendary Locks. This is going to be the Knowledge Fest at the Muhammad Ali Center in Louisville, Kentucky. Shout out to all of my goons out there. You dig? Billionaire PA, he's in Miami. I just talked to him today. I think we're doing something on the 19th, so look out for that. All right? We're going to leave it on Lay Low. Peace, y'all.
Lay low, 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 yeah. Lay low, 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 yeah. Stay high, but I lay low. Brainstorm, make a rainbow. See the devil play Halo. You would think I had a game code. Universe never say no. pain come, then the pain go. Man, you ain't on the same low. Mother Nature's a chain though. Turn a king to a Django. Skin bronze, but the chain go. I knew everything that they don't. Taught them everything that they know. Left hand like a Thanos. On a trip, but I stay close. I ain't even in my play clothes. If my spirit could be monetized, I would have enough to give a bank loans. If I took break bones, I could take it all apart and put it all back together like Legos. Go fast in an egg roll. Toes and I face slow.
Put in the work, put in the work. King in my county, look at my shirt, look at my shirt, look at it, cooking the dirt, we cooking the turf, we put around the earth. Plenty of zones, we're working the first, working the first. Pretty it hurts, Hucky the burst, Hucky the burst. We look at reserves, we look up your skirts, look up your skirts. Less media, look up research, look up search. We shook up the earth, shook up the earth, shook up the earth, we shook up the earth. Lay low, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho. They know, better get make no. For my lances, pay the masses, pay for some answers, pay with the Panthers, magical city, stay with the dancers, stay with the dancers, stay with some answers, stay with some answers, stay with the cancers, know the less media, stay with the answers, stay with the dancers. Crypto advances, triple your chances, hit with the canvas. Lifting the granite, spin around waves like Peter the Spider, spin around worlds like Hippo the lighter, the sweeter the cider, skeet up beside her, slicker the lighter, the gift is inside her, watching the throne, sit right beside her, we sit right beside her, half with the bottom, sipping the cider, we sipping the cider, my chick is a rider, I'm trap for the south, she hip with the lighter, trap for the south, she hip with the lighter. The gift is inside her, the gift is inside her. Trap for the south, she hip with the lighter, she hip with the lighter. Lay low, 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 lay low.